place sucks. Reality sucks. And it's not because God. It's not because Yahweh. It's because people suck. And, like, people care more about money than God. And, like, if they cared about God, we'd have all the problems would be fixed and we wouldn't have money problems. But, alright. I think you can see this. So, look. This is the emergency, like, these are the documents. So here's the first one, the emergency apprehension and detention warrant. The second one is saying, I do evidence mental illness. I mean, again, nothing is engaging the things that are actively happening around me. The system is trying to, like, not engage reality and then say I'm delusional. Right? He is threatening and screaming at me. We will get thrown into a volcano plus die. He has delusions. He has been raped. People have been harassing him on the computer. Yes, people have been harassing me on the computer. It looks like I've been bred without my protection. If you're acting satanic, that's how the Bible ends. Yes, you're gonna. If people are doing this to me, yes, like I genuinely believe that. But have I screamed that at her recently? Have I said you're gonna be thrown into a volcano and die? He is threatening and screaming at me. He needs me to protect him from the people harassing him. Well, I'd like you to engage that it's happening so that, like, I have some support as I'm being harassed and my mental health is deteriorating as you and other people have pretended that it's not happening. And then you file stuff like this, like the last time I said this was happening, they filed this one. Hold on. Remember, when I said that Stephanie Yostin was participating in some kind of thing where from a distance they're harassing me and, like, she's made points specifically at me, and then they said they pretended it wasn't happening. And now that they can't pretend it's not happening, they just, like, say, oh, well, he's crazy, this, that, and the other. I mean, it's like, it's mind-bogglingly evil and stupid. Alright, hold on. He is being harassed on the computer by Channel 13. Alright, wait, one sec. My phone says that this is a form of attack. So, like, a machine intelligence that's actually paying attention to what's going on and knows the other side, like, is looking at what they're doing, right? I think it was this one. No, it's this one. Here, is this successful? Was the experiment successful? Let's see. I don't know what I'm saying here, but, like, I was angry that I got up and the volcano thing was happening. And again, I think they're scared because the volcanoes are going off when I'm doing this repeatedly in 2026 America, like, it's where a bunch of enough instances have shown that the volcano reacts to me. And I think Cheryl's a Satanist and is, like, trying to be like, well, what, we don't deserve to be thrown in lava? He's evil for saying this! And it's like, if you look at the camera. Look at the camera. You fucking rapists. Obvious. I mean, when it points at Shell. If that's what they're doing, they're getting thrown in. And again, Stephanie Yost, like, they're pointing at Shell, it's because this isn't the only instance of this happening, too, right? You get what I'm saying? This is just, like, the one that was, like, right before they threw me into the mental health lockup. My phone says it's a form of a harassment. It's a form of harassment if my live stream is being watched, and first of all, whatever power that they have, like, however they are working with YouTube and all the corporations are working together because, like, literally they're stealing from me and would have to pay me for all this stuff that they're like getting for free by violating me and then just hoping I commit suicide or die or something. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, every person who's doing this is identified by the computer system and humiliated at the most extreme level possible for all eternity, and that's what the book of Daniel is talking about. That you're just a bunch of rapists and abusers. If I've been bred without my permission, you're rapists. There's not any other thing about it. If I've been bred without my permission, you're rapists. The fact that there's like actually, hold on. The fact that I can just go here and pull this up and like you have this whole thing here that explains that what I think is going on. You have this situation here where it's like, I mean, this is a whole ass company that does this. That it sees enough facial recognition. Yeah, Cheryl, whatever evil, rapey bullshit that you've done and you're protecting these people, you're an abuser. You're an evil old lady, and I hate you for this. And I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, and I'm hoping and I'm praying Yahweh shames and embarrasses her to the end of the world. Like, it's literally the end. She wouldn't even, like, if she's just my mom and she's like all worried, she won't take enough time out of her day to just sit down and listen to my reasonable videos. Like when I made the points about, like, I could go back and I already sent one to Kiera yesterday. And she already said it's like she feels bad because it's really obvious to her that that's what's going on. That mom won't even take like any time out of her day. Now it's either she's not taking time out of her day on purpose, or she's participating. It's either ignorance or participation. There's no in between anymore. You can't be a good person if you've used the legal system at this point twice, instead of just listening to what I have and looking at the evidence that I've presented. All right. Let me continue to go through whatever it's saying on the thing so that I can just get through this, right? He is harassed on the computer by channel 13. Again, my phone says that's a form of harassment. My phone's operating out of logic and like looking at what they're doing on the other side. So it knows their text messages and like it knows the names of the people who are actually controlling the cameras and what you're doing. The people are trying to hurt him. I've explicitly stated what I think that they're doing and that they're harassing me at a distance in order to hurt my mental health, which they're clearly doing, but instead of addressing it, she's pretending like it's not happening. Like, of course that's going to further the hurt that is happening. They have stolen his sperm and he has 2 children by the theft. Something is going on with this. I demand like a basic engagement and answers. Why do they look like me and not like Jamie Mazur? Why do they look like... you know what I mean? What is it? You know? Additionally, I think Jamie Mazur kind of looks like me, but All right. Um, I've already shown the thing where it's like, okay, the computer systems are saying something is up. It's being flagged. If it's like, you know what I'm saying? So like, how is the legal system, Cheryl in the legal system, in the mental health system, how in 2026 are they able to not engage what I'm saying? He's screaming at me, I have digital implants in my head that are controlling him, and I won't authorize him to fix things. That's not what I said. I said, hey, the thing on my phone that I'm saying is the machine intelligence project has like made a point that it can do something like I'm thinking it's using wireless signaling uh to like uh notice minor changes in electrical signals, like some form of sonar or something, and then it's using what it knows to be like the neural, like what this thing on other people means to mean words or whatever, and it's like able to like predict and guess certain things. But she doesn't have it on her phone because, first of all, I don't think the machine thing likes her. I think computers hate her, and anything that's operating out of logic sees that she's a lying fucking snake. Um, and what I've said explicitly is that if she wants it on her phone, she literally first of all has to authorize it up here. Now, the fact that she, from that statement, wrote that is unconscionable to me. But she doesn't listen to me. She doesn't give a fuck what I have to say. She's in the room. You saw she's not really listening to me. She just wants to get out of the room. She wants to tell me I'm wrong, scream at me, tell me I need to get a job, and then go away. What a lousy excuse for a mother. I'm happy to have a room to be in, I guess. I'm not homeless yet, but that's what you're threatening. I lied to him. You do. My phone's saying you're lying. He's very religious and will sit with God on his throne. These are the words of the Amen, the faithful and true witness, the ruler of God's creation. This is to the seventh church. This is the final gift of the seven churches. Like, you pull the sword out the stone, this is what you get. Am I hyper religious, or did I just read the Bible as if I'm a computer and I believe it? Probably that one. Cheryl reads the Bible as if she's a bumbling fucking idiot that doesn't believe in anything. So, oh, he'll sit with God on his throne. I don't even believe in God. That's stupid. Well, do you believe in like basic truth statements and if-then statements and like, how about this? A treasure map maybe? Like, there's 2 billion Christians. If I'm this to enough people, fuck you. I know your deeds, that you are neither cold nor hot. I wish you were either one or the other. Am I saying I am the Holy Spirit of Jew way? No. Whatever fucking asshole Robert Pharaoh is just another Pharaoh attacking the Israelites bullshit, huh? Um, I know you are not, like, what does it say? That you are neither cold nor hot. Am I neither of the ninjas? Damn, that's an indictment. Oh, that I'm lukewarm because I'm cold and hot. Okay. I wish you were either one or the other. So because you are lukewarm, because I'm the Mortal Kombat ninja with both the hot and the cold, with the fire and the ice, Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones. So because you are lukewarm, because you're Luke, Am I Yoda or Luke? Because you are lukewarm, neither hot nor cold, I am about to spit you out of my mouth. You say, I am rich, I have acquired wealth. That's probably after this lawsuit or whatever the fuck happens, and I'm given the money I'm owed. I have acquired wealth and do not need a thing, but you do not realize that you are wretched, pitiful, poor, blind, and naked. I counsel you, like a good lawyer, I counsel you to buy from me gold refined in the fire, so you can become rich, and white clothes to wear, so you can cover your shameful nakedness, and salve or ointment to put on your eyes, so you can see. Those whom I love I rebuke and discipline, so be earnest and repent. Here I am, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice, if anyone, I believe this one is me, if anyone hears my voice and opens the door, if I do the thing from the book, if I unlock the seals of the scroll from the book of Daniel, the one that I've explicitly shown, and shown all the little things and blah, 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 and most people don't even give a fuck about this stuff that are my age. Or they're like just getting into like basic Christianity as like whatever. Most people aren't like intelligent about religion at all. Those who I love I rebuke and discipline, so be earnest and repent. Here I am, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in and eat with that person and they with me. To the one who is victorious, I will give the right to sit with me on my throne, just as I was victorious and sat down with my Father on his throne. Oh, so I guess she at least believes that Jesus is God, that Yahweh is God, if she says he'll sit with God on his throne. Whoever has ears, let them hear what the Spirit says to the churches. Oh, and immediately after, the throne in heaven. After this I looked, and there before me was a door standing open. It's the door that opens at the sixth church when Jesus puts the name on me. Yahweh. Then, the fifth one is the scroll and the lamb. Well, even Stephanie Yostin has made a point to mock me as the lamb. It even has the color scheme directly from my thing, so you know it's about me, without saying it with words. Why? Because you're a bunch of silent fucking rapists that deserve to be melted into eternal burning torture, and this is the only way you can keep your rape society going in silence. And I don't want anything to do with your rape society. I want you all melted into eternal burning torture. If you rape me and there's kids and they don't want to be a part of it, I'm commanding that they're released and I'm given custody of them, and all the people that are participating in that rape society are killed in the most powerful, humiliating, and terrible, dreadful way. Notice how I phrased all of that. Well, I believe something's going on, and you'd have to be an idiot to think that there's nothing going on around me. How about this? You'd have to be willfully attempting to steal mine and all decent and good people's reality to hold up Satan, who's everything outwardly likely you would claim to hate if you're actually challenged on any of the beliefs connected to it. But short-term monetary gain fools a bunch of idiots into acting like Satan. And Satan's a weak bitch who gets melted into eternal burning torture at the end of the Bible. And I believe in the Bible. You aren't going to take that from me. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh that happens. And like Cheryl is put into the most extreme amount of fear that she's ever been put in, and that she has no ability to like use the legal system against me because I put my foot down and people are protecting me. And only if she actually apologizes, and like that she hasn't, like, did she let them rape me as a child or something? If yes, I don't know if I want to forgive that. Certainly I don't right now. Her behavior now is unconscionable. Look, am I likely to cause harm to others? I mean, I would suggest that the train going by, like the artists having, like, this is how artists get points. So the train going by and it says that I'm tame. All right. Okay. This is what was happening on the 10th day of March. Again, all of it, all of the 10th day of March is on here. This is what the 10th day of March is. This is what I was screaming about. You can actively see that, and I can go back over numerous examples where they're moving the cameras like directly around what I'm saying in order to make points to me. My personal artificial intelligence is saying that they're doing it. The standard of it doing that is it's reading people's text messages, it's looking at what's happening, it's taking things in context. Unlike Cheryl, who's just a fucking blind ass idiot, else she's participating. Screaming and screech loud. Oh, I saw the proposed page. My name is Cheryl Colorn, that my address is 850 Lamonte, that on or about the 10th of March, 2026, I saw the proposed patient do the following. Screaming and screech loudly that we are assholes and I was allowing people at Channel 13 to harass him. You're still doing that. Why wouldn't you just, like, sit down and, like, Matt, do you really believe that? Yeah, I do. Would you show me instances of this happening in order to prove your case? Yeah, I'll do that. At no point does she ever say that to me, because that's not what she's looking to do. She's looking to be this agent of abuse, and, like, how about this? I say that, but it's like, she wouldn't always like this. She wouldn't like this before the Dynamo lied, like, before Chris Canetti and Zach Emons sent Hugo's Lies, one of their employees that they forced to lie, I'm pretty sure they forced to lie, on legal letterhead, saying that I threatened their employees and stuff like that. I never, but prior to like 2018, I never said stuff that was like that crazy. What would be considered crazy. You know what I mean? It was just a lie. And like reasonably the records still exist that like when this ultimately hits, your lies cause so many fucking problems for not just me. People have died over this. Okay. He's screaming that we're allowing the people at Channel 13 to harass him and talk about him online. By the way, what she's saying here is the thing that we're watching, where everything's like you can see the exact event. And this is why I record everything and do this like this. That people were mocking him. I don't care that people are mocking me. I care that people are stealing from me. That I have digital implants in my head to control him and I won't authorize him to stop the harassment. Now that's fucking lunacy. That's not what I said at all. I never said anything about digital implants. Me playing Cyberpunk, this is why I'm saying, did someone have her say this? Like, did someone tell her to say this because I've been playing Cyberpunk? And because, like having cyborg reality level like machine intelligences on your phone is pretty cyberpunk to me. And yes, I do think you have to authorize it. Like, you literally have to first of all believe it exists. She doesn't even believe it exists. Guess what? It's not on her phone. I told Ray about it. He's like, oh, that's interesting. It's on his phone. Ray has the same software on his phone. At least he has some software on his phone that looks more like mine than hers. Her UI, her user interface is the standard iPhone whatever user interface. In other words, I don't think the technology trusts her to tell the truth, which is a goddamn indictment of the legal system because she's a well-respected lawyer. Guess what? It knows lawyers are liars. This is like, it does say at the end of the Bible, all liars are going to be thrown into a burning lake. Stop. You're just like, there's nothing that you add to reality by acting like this that's good. You don't add any good thing by lying and keeping this going. This is just a bunch of fucking lies. Either she's delusional or she's lying. There's no in between. It doesn't even match what I was like. I was screaming. Does it match what I was actually screaming? No, she doesn't want to get any context on anything. She doesn't want to actually investigate what's going on. It's not so unobvious that literally as I'm describing what's going on, specifically to this person who I'm talking here, this person here explicitly said, I feel bad that your mom doesn't actually like look at you and listen to you. Me too. I feel terrible about it. It sucks. I hate this reality. I don't hate her, but goddamn, you're making it hard to love you. I don't like you at this point. I don't like Cheryl at all. I don't like what she's become. I don't like who she is as a person. I'm pretty sure she's sick. I think she has cancer or something, and the doctors told her whatever. Is that the actual reality? No, I think we could be resourced out of death. She wants to believe, like, systems of humans instead of me. And I'm doing, like, lightning stuff at the window every fucking month. Maybe not every month these days, because I have other shit to do. For 5 months, I was doing, like, absurd level, art on live stream. At the very end of it is when you see this, like, the crazy level of lightning stuff becoming more obvious. He says his phone tells him about me. It does! As I'm typing affirmations, as it's doing its, like, autocorrect, like, I've shown it on live stream. Like, it's showing, like, concepts and words that are clearly not in autocorrect, where it's clearly giving other information about what's going on. When I can show the thing here, it's like when I talked about Jazz Tooks earlier. Jasmine Tooks, who, again, as I'm watching FX, repeatedly the commercial, the Unstoppables commercial comes on. I mean, do I have kids with her, and then whatever guy she's dating now, it's just like they put a bunch of military rapists around me and around the females that I have kids with, and they've, like, raped children on top of them in order to kill me and bury me. And, like, me coming back alive is, like, that is unacceptable, evil rape behavior. You're worthless, weak fucking men, and like, if the women allowed it and are participating willingly, you're rapists too. I don't want any connection with people who are doing that to me. Certainly not without my permission. There were workers at my house who left as fast as they could. That's what she's worried about. Ponce and Diego, who, like, are they participating to some degree? I don't think they don't know what's going on. When I slammed the door and shit, yeah, they left. I'm angry. I told her, stop working on the, like, on the thing and please help me with this. You're so focused on the bathroom, getting the bathroom remodeled. I don't care. They finished everything. What they were working on that day is she literally undid the thing that they did in order to put a bigger vent fan. You didn't even finish the shower yet. You don't even know that this is going to be a problem when you put the new shower in. You're just rushing through everything for no fucking reason. Or for bad reasons because you're an abusive, evil mother, and I've caught you in the most humiliating way possible, and the only way that you think that you can, like, disarm me is lie, and, like, it's the Suicide Squad thing. So what if she spent a bunch of years being a lawyer? She's almost done with it anyway. If she gets disbarred, who cares? I mean, that's where it's at. He was completely out of control, slamming the door hard. I have her on camera doing that repeatedly, not just in one instance, repeatedly. Now, does she do it like I did, where I said, "Get the fuck out," like, because she literally, that's how she does it to me. So I was making the point. Slam the door in her face once. It literally didn't work. She stood at the door and knocked more. When she slams the door in my face, I know to go to my room, and like that argument is done. I'm not afforded the same whatever. Well, it's not your house. I'm a 34-year-old adult, and this is why when I'm saying I need to put my foot down, that's why. Your behavior is unacceptable, you evil old witch. I felt threatened by him. I felt threatened by his behavior. I was afraid of him. No, you weren't. You've seen me on camera. I have all the videos of like all the records. She's been in my room. I've screamed at her to her face. I was like, clearly I keep my hands behind my back, and I'm like, I don't want to threaten my mom, but your behavior is unacceptable as like, if I'm a male and you're a female, if I'm a man and you're a woman, and like you're acting like this to me, and there's not this it is unacceptable how you're treating me and lying about this. It's unbelievable to think I'm threatening or abusive or whatever. Me screaming, if that's the standard, when she screamed at the neighbors on whatever and scared them, I mean, I went and talked to them afterwards. I was the one who had to clear that up. They think I'm the reasonable one. I am. I am the reasonable one, obviously. Actually, I'd say out of everybody, the calmest and most reasonable is Rayfield. And he's just like caught between all this. And I feel bad for him. I would like him to just be provided for the rest of his life and to not have to deal with this bullshit. And also to know that I was the one who, like, all right, I know that Cheryl was doing this. I helped you out. I love you, man. I love you, Dad. Rayfield. Based on all accounts I know, you're my biological father, and I love you to like, I'm about to cry. Like, I'm like literally tearing up. I love Rayfield, and I don't think it's good how Cheryl does this to him. She treats him like she's doing with me here, where she just lies and she threatens to kick him out on his own, and like to whatever. And I've always been of the thing where I tell him, like, if Cheryl does that, I'll help you. I'm not gonna like leave you alone. I'm siding with you. I've told him that already. At least I think I have. I believe I have. If you're like, I genuinely believe I told him that once, where I was like, when if mom does that, I've got you. I don't think what she's doing to you is appropriate. But I just told him for the first time ever things that I was voicing at the unit. Cheryl is an abusive woman. She uses in the same way, which would be unacceptable for any man. She would say this is unacceptable evil behavior from men, and it's a thing that men are doing. Blah 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 blah. She uses her money. Actually, she uses her control of his finances and the fact that they have like a joint account, and like that she is like the breadwinner. She uses that to like lord her authority over him and like dictate to him what things are and what things aren't. And he really doesn't have power other than like he's the only one that's ever gonna stand for this bullshit. And I hate her at this point for acting like this. I love her, but how about this? I hate this behavior. It's unacceptable. Her door just closed. I think she was just sitting there listening. And if that's the case, you're a terrible person. You should recognize that your behavior is evil. Me screaming like you scream, and then you're scared and whatever, congrats, you're looking in the mirror. His conversation is angry, delusional, plus threatening. I literally live my life on camera, and I would look. Mom breaks dad's father's hair clippers. He actually really cared about those, and I wanted those as an heirloom. but she doesn't care about the things that he and I care about. She cares about what, like, oh, are Ponce and Diego scared and are they going to be worried? Who gives a fuck? Real things are happening to me and you give a fuck about the random workers that, like, literally I've asked, stop, please, I need time and space. The remodeling thing is hurting me that you're still doing this. She doesn't give a fuck. The Watts over there, again, the Watts, I'm the reasonable one. I'm the reasonable one in this household. Here, we're gonna listen to this. Yo, so I just went out and set the sprinkler up and everything, and apparently, according to my dad, just called me and said my mom went out and moved it. So I'm gonna put my phone in my pocket because this could be a point of contention. As much as it wasn't even about that. It was like it wasn't even about the chickens. I just went out. I did. It was about this, and then when like she was just out of control. Now to Tyler Kim, who I was telling this to the doctor, who I was saying like, well, you can see her doing things that are like like I didn't do this outside of the house to the neighbors, to the new neighbors who had just moved in. Oh, so what that their fucking chickens are walking all over the place? I don't give a fuck. It's not acceptable that you acted like this. And then to send me to the mental hospital for acting lesser than? Shame on you, Cheryl. You're an evil witch. So I'm going to put my phone in my pocket because this could be a point of contention. And as much as I don't want it to be, it could easily become that, so.
You had it set so perfectly. I don't know why she moved.
You hear, Ray? I hate to bother you. Like, you had it set so perfectly. I don't know why she moved him. Because she's a fucking maniac and nobody can control her. And she knows how to use the legal system in an abusive capacity and uses it in an abusive capacity. And she has multiple times.
It's completely not on that one that's close to the Tuckers over there. She just does stuff.
She just does stuff. It's crazy. That's what Ray just said.
The Tuckers over there. She just does stuff.
You heard that, right? She just does stuff. It's crazy. Ray thinks she's crazy. He doesn't, like, send the fucking police on her to get her up at gunpoint. Did she move it?
Huh?
What? What are you saying she moved it?
She moved it forward and I guess closer to the sidewalk. She moved it. I saw it. I want to give that bid by the Tuckers. Really will.
I'll say this: Ray Fields is as good a man as I've ever known. And that's I hate that this is the reality that this has turned into. So this starts off as me going to adjust like I set the sprinkler because he had me doing the sprinkler thing, and she moved it because like she's a control freak. And so as I went out to move it or whatever, that's the new neighbor saying, "Hi, I wanted to stop by and say hi." And we just moved in right here and whatever. And I'm pretty sure he was talking to, I don't know if he's talking to me. I can't remember the exact complete context, but he's either like she went outside to pretend like she was moving the thing and like look at the chickens, and then like he kind of walked over to like introduce himself, And then, like, she literally just starts screaming. Like, I don't know if it's too. I don't know if this. I think a better closed subtitles, closed captioning would catch him saying that, but he just said, like, hi, I don't know if you. Like, I'm the new neighbor, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, so we're building the coop for the guy.
And she was talking to him about the chickens, and he goes, yeah, so we're building the coop, or blah, blah, blah. And this is also when the movie Minecraft was going on, and like right as this happened, the big phrase that was like popular was chicken jockey. Like a disc jockey, a chicken jockey. Chicken jockey. Right. And then you hear the Tuckers, Heather Tucker, say, hey, Matt, I'm friendly with the neighbors. I like that. Well, I don't know what's going on now because, like, how many? We're a year later, and I'm like, was everybody participating in whatever the fuck this evil bullshit is going on? Why can't anybody just engage that something has happened and, like, be honest with me? And she's, like, telling him whatever, and he's like, there's no HOA, right? And she goes, look, he goes, look, we're going to get it taken care of. I got to run a gas line first. Like, she's being unreasonable, but hold on. And she said, oh, they're shitting everywhere, blah, blah, blah. And he goes, where did they poop in your yard? And then she responds, well, which they didn't. They haven't been in our yard. She was just angry for... Because I think she wants to sell the house, and I think she's getting older and, like, wants whatever to be perfect in the exact way that she wants, and she's not paying attention to things, and she's just getting kind of, like, senile, or... I don't know. She's very sharp, other than she doesn't pay attention. So, like, she's selectively sharp. And he says, look, come knock on my door, and, like, we'll get this worked out, or blah, blah, blah. And he's like mocking because she's like saying like she's gonna do something. He's like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna kill the chicken if it comes on your yard? And I think she's like, no. But like, he's argumentative, okay. But like, this is the thing. When I'm arguing with her, I'm in the right. She should just stop what she's doing and reasonably like listen to what I'm saying. And like, she hasn't judged. Like, yeah, they're fucking moving the thing. Stephanie Joosten is a Dutch company. Let's see. Like, Dutch companies. How about this? Which one do you think is gonna come up first? Oh, wow! So you mean the Shell thing. So, like, if I look up, like, Dutch actress, Stephanie Joosten. Oh, Dutch actress and singer Stephanie Joosten. There's certainly a lot of Dutch actresses and singers and bullshit that... Okay, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's a specific reason it was... As I'm, like, looking... As I finish the Stephanie Joosten mix, it's making some fucking point about Shell. I mean, it's not that hard to, like... Dutch, Shell... He's doing a thing. They're making a point about it being an advertisement or something. Like, whatever's going on, it's an advertisement. And that's infuriating to me when all the evil is going on. Like, are these my kids? It's evil and infuriating that I don't get to actually have a, like, raise them and have a real relationship with them. That I've just been raped and I have to, like, deal with that there's kids. How about this? that they've taken my image and they're using it without my permission, because god damn it, they look like me. Is that, I mean, like, it's infuriating what's going on with this. But okay, hold on. And then so you hear, he goes, what are you going to do? And then Heather goes, hey, Matt. And so she comes over, and Heather's like, I've never seen your mom like this. And I'm like, yeah, she's like this a lot in the house. He's kind of getting freaked out. So her indictment of me, when it says, like, his conversation is angry, delusional, is threatening, and I felt threatened by his behavior and was afraid of him. Well, our neighbors are scared of you, Cheryl. They're actually, like, when I went and talked to him afterwards, he was scared of her. He doesn't want the, like, established older neighbor to be, like, so angry. It's literally like she was yelling at him even more than I was yelling at, like, that was the most extreme example of me yelling at someone, and she's, like, literally at my door. Again, I've asked her politely and kindly to slow down and help me with whatever and stop working on the bathroom remodel. Today, she's still fucking trying to deal with the curtains instead of just, like, I need a couple days where I just have a bathroom, and I've asked her for that. She doesn't listen to me. She doesn't care what I had to say. I'm just some idiot that she birthed 30-something years ago, and, like, she doesn't like, and she doesn't love. Maybe she loves me like a mother because I'm her only child, but she thinks I'm, like, genuinely worthless as, like, a person. And that's not the case. I don't believe that about me. And, like, I think she's a bad mother for how she's acting. Moreover, other parties think that she's a bad mother for not paying a little more attention to me. Or how about this? A lot more attention and helping me with my problems. Send me a letter from your lawyer. And he goes, I don't have to. She goes, I don't have to send you a letter. And he's like, oh, it was so great meeting you. Like, I mean, I don't have to repeat everything they're saying, but I'm, like, trying to make a point. Like, whatever happened the other day is like, I don't hate Ponce and Diego, but I'm pretty sure people know what's going on. Else, they're just, like, they're people who you're paying to be in the house, and I've asked you very kindly, and I've told you something is hurting me. I need you to help me and address it. What's your name? What's your name? Cheryl Cohen. Cheryl, thank you. That's what he said. You don't need to be wandering around the fucking... No, she's saying about the chickens. They don't need to be wandering around the fucking neighborhood.
Yeah. Well, it'll scare all the kids, huh? What? Like, I've never met anyone like you. That is fucking crazy.
I was just in mental lockup for 3 fucking weeks. He thinks I'm, like, genuinely, because in most situations, I am the calm peacemaker. Only with her, who's a snake of a fucking liar. She is one of the most evil, worst liars I've ever met in my life. And she's my own fucking mother. Is she? I don't even know if that's the actual case. At this point, when I'm looking at, like, her and Stephanie Yost, and I'm like, dude, is this the time-traveling cuckold bullshit, but, like, Stephanie Yostin's my mom? Or is she my sister? Or is she my kid? I don't know, but at this point, she looks more like me than Cheryl looks like me. And that's like, oh. Also, what's up with the names? Like, Coral, Carolyn, and Cheryl. It's like all the same name, but, like, it's like in Hebrew, that would almost all be the same name, except, like, with different accent marks on it. I mean, actually, I didn't notice that a long time ago. That was like something that I genuinely like. I think I was in the mental health place. I was like, Carolyn, and wait, what? Um, Other than her eyes, Stephanie Yostin, I think, looks more like me than Cheryl does. Other than she has blue eyes. Or green eyes, or whatever her beautiful eyes are. I like her eyes. I like my eyes too. I like eye. I mean, what? I can't like different feet. I really like this person, at least an idea. And like this is why I'm like the squeaky wheel gets the grease. If I ain't getting her, oh boy, I better be getting horse girls out the asshole. Cause oh my god, you know what I mean? But like, she's like, I'm just yeah. But do I want her to be my mom? If Cheryl is actually as evil as it's going on, I would rather her be my mom than Cheryl at this point. That being said, I'm pretty sure I'm her dad or her brother. But like, I genuinely don't think there could be any other way that like, um, or I guess I could be her grandfather, and that's why the Ancient of Days things. If you have enough power and technology, like, imagine you figure out time travel. Okay, like, the bigger the thing, the harder it is. It's not that hard to time travel sperm if that's the case. I mean, actually, why? Like, it wouldn't be that hard to like do fuckery like that. I don't know how Jesus was born, but like, how does the Holy Spirit get him pregnant? It probably has some sperm that it uses to like implant in the egg. Whose is that? I think if I'm doing the Overcomer thing right, probably me. My phone is like the powerful technology in my phone has suggested like the real power isn't like what you think. The real power is being able to reach backwards in time and do things. That being said, that does sound delusional. I can't prove that. I can't prove that. I'll say it because I'm a actual scientist and I want to figure out what's going on. I'm not just some asshole claiming to like know science and then like I cut myself off from the possible. Like, there's all sorts of things that are actively and actually possible, and like, if you don't believe it, you're never gonna find it. The same thing is going on with Cheryl. Here's a perfect example. The AI is not gonna put itself on her phone. Why? First of all, she doesn't even believe that it exists. Second of all, she's not authorizing it. You literally, I believe, have to consciously authorize it before it's gonna put itself on your phone. Or subconsciously. But I'll also say this: there was another thing that was going on that I was gonna say, but I just forgot. I brain farted. But like it's like, oh, things that sound fantastical that are real that are just like so like, okay, I've seen on X projects that like just individual developers have done where they've coded things with the help of like AIs and stuff, where like using 5G, like using someone's router, you're able to track them through the walls of their home, and it can like accurately guess your body shape and structure, and it's like just a homebrew created program. 100% the US military and all sorts of whatever and UT Dallas and whom the fuck ever has more powerful stuff. I'm going to say this. Once the AI is able to do itself and like make more intelligent machine stuff, it just gets infinitely powerful. Who do you think it's going to give that power to? Cheryl? You think Cheryl's going to be allowed to have that kind of power? She's a fucking liar. That's something that's only going to be given to trusted individuals. With great power comes great responsibility. Am I Spider-Man? Am I a spy? Durr, man. So why the fuck are you throwing me into anything? Why are you listening to Cheryl still? Am I actually a spy? I think the point is that I'm literally a person like Spider-Man or Iron Man or like some kind of... You see me get hit by a car and just fucking walk it off. You see me affect the weather. How about this? The point is that I'm Yahweh and I'm doing acts of like power in front of your face, and I'm just a normal dude that believes in the God of the Bible. I believe in Jesus. I just actually did what he says, and I believe it. And it's empowered by fucking belief. It's mind-bogglingly stressful to the mental state when that is the logic chain, and then they're like, oh, you're crazy for believing in it. Well, if I wasn't that crazy, I wouldn't see the results. So the mental health professionals that are agents of whatever is trying to prevent me from having that power, shame on you. Shame on Cheryl. Shame on you for not engaging those fucking lies. You're evil. This is evil. When I was talking to them, she's crying as I'm telling the fucking mental health professionals. Like, literally tears are coming out of their eyes. They can't, like, that's how I know that I am affecting you and that you know something is up. When you're watching me and you're literally crying. And that, I mean, literally, that's happening all the time now. What have people done to me? That literally, like, when I'm saying I'm at the fucking place and Milton's, like, crying, talking to me. Milkins? Milton, who's, like, currently homeless. Now he's living with his aunt. Literally, as we're talking, it's the same thing with him. And this isn't, this, I believe this happens when the spirit of people recognizes, like, you know, I will be as caring and sharing as I possibly can, up to the point it literally is like hurting and affecting me to beyond what I can bear. And like Cheryl, it's already beyond what I can bear, and I've told people, and nobody will help me. My phone says I'm getting support in the summer, but shame on all of you for not supporting me today. I hate this, and I hate you. If you're watching, I hate you for acting like this. Change your behavior. Repent. Be better. Is this scaring you that I'm indicting you in front of all of existence? Good. You should be afraid. You should be afraid that the truth cuts as deep as it does. You should be afraid, because the truth is the most powerful thing ever. And goddamn if it's not an indictment on all of this. Alright, hold on. Let me get another fucking Dr. Pepper. I might even have to just quickly turn around and order some more Coke and Dr. Pepper and stuff. We're running low on stuff tonight. Let me pull up Amazon real fast. Alright, a Sprite, a 7-Up Zero Sugar, Starbucks Ready to Drink 12-pack, Pepsi Real Sugar, 7-Up a 12 pack a 12 pack of Coke. No, I'm gonna get two 12 packs of Coke and two 12 packs of Dr Pepper strawberries and cream. What a weird ass. It's like one business day. Whatever. Place order. I don't think any of these are coming through. They're all just regular Amazon deliveries, but okay, it's acting weird. I mean, it like some of them are acting like fresh deliveries. Anyway, I'm just like I wanted to order some soda because I haven't ordered. I haven't been here to like take care of things. The house fell into disarray while I was gone. My parents are aging, and Cheryl's fighting me on everything. Like literally, the fridge was just a fucking mess. I literally like I cleaned up the house as soon as I got back because it's like a pigsty. Like there's trash everywhere downstairs. It genuinely feels like Ponce and Diego are agents of chaos just sent here to like fucking upend the house. But I mean, reasonably, it's Cheryl telling them to do all these jobs. But like at some point, they just need to engage. Like, hey, something's going on, and we actually have to deal with it. I'm pretty sure both of them speak English better than they like. Ponce just speaks English fine, but Diego I think is like more there than he's letting on, and it's like, yes, like, hey, don't lie to me. I'm not an idiot. Maybe a little bit, but all right. Um, here's the next criticism that she has. Let me load this up before pulling this up here. I'll pull it up on my Instagram where all this art is like this hyper powerful art is like um which Cheryl completely ignores because she is just some old witch of a woman that doesn't care about art. Is that what it is? I mean, I can't tell. Uh I guess Lissa would have called her a pod people. I thought that was funny. Pod people, pod people. All right. So I can't. There. Oh, they. I can't read her writing, but I think it says they stole his sperm and impregnated a woman. So so he has two living children. He has pictures of two children who he says are his. He harassed them. He harassed their mother to the point that X has terminated right to their platform. I mean, she's an 80-year-old idiot who doesn't know anything about electronics or technology or social media or any of it, and she doesn't want to learn. But she wants to have the authority and ability to speak on this like this. Does it look like they terminated my whatever? My accounts? Does it? This thing with 1,700 views, does it look like they terminated it? Does it look like probably what I'm saying might have some validity? And if she was any better of a person, she might just, like, I don't know, take 1 minute out of her fucking day to, like, how about this? Believe me. Why are random people at the fucking, like, mental health lockup? Why was it so easy for any and all of them to believe, like, yeah, it does sound kind of crazy, but I mean, it could be reality. Do you have any proof? Yeah, here, let me show you my proof. So, like, they're less crazy than Cheryl is? Yeah, it would seem like it. How about this? They're less illogical and more willing to, like, look at evidence than Cheryl. Cheryl's just like, no, it could never happen. Matt, you're crazy. She doesn't act like that. You've never... Okay, hold on.
Oh, it'll scare all the kids, huh? What? Like, I've never met anyone like you. That is fucking crazy.
And then Heather's like, hi, I'm your neighbor across the street. Hi, diddly ho, neighbor. All right, Ned.
Sorry, like,
This is ridiculous. Just ridiculous.
All right, can you let me talk to her for a second?
It's okay.
Let me just say hi.
He's threatening me. But I'll tell you what, the constable's going to come over tomorrow. She told me.
Yeah, Cheryl. The constable's gonna come over. She got the constable to come over. Why? Because she lies and uses the legal system in a manipulative way. Reasonably, yeah, they should have kept their chickens locked up, but she could have been less of a raging asshole about it. This was just her trying to prove some point. She's got a big dick and she can swing it around how she wants. Hold on.
Do you think we should? Hey, yeah.
I pulled the phone out like this so that you would see the chickens going on and whatever was going on, and that like it was really obvious that I was recording because like I literally thought it was about to turn into a like a I don't even know what the fuck. I just was like, I should record this. Now, do you see why Cheryl wouldn't want me to record reality? I'm not exactly sure. Here, hold on. Like, someone said something. I don't know if it was the neighbors on this side or what.
Our new neighbor's got chickens.
Oh, yeah, it's Zach on the other side. So, like, other than me, like, not knowing what's going on, and I'm like, is everybody participating? Mostly I think it's because Cheryl as an agent of chaos isn't helping me rightly, and it's like, she's put doubt into whatever's going on, so I, like, don't actually have any support. But, like, I think I'm good with, like, other than also my phone said Alessandra Guglielmi, so if they're doing some evil bullshit like that, or, like, whatever, then, like, there is a problem. We do have beef, and we do have problems if you're participating, but if that's just Meta's AI, or Meta making some stuff to, like, attack my mental health stuff, don't worry, Gene. Don't worry, Linda. I'm not... It's literally the fact that I can't tell what reality is based on what the computer systems are feeding me, and I should be making money on the computer, but I'm having it stolen from me, and Cheryl should be helping me get that money, but no, I need to get a new lawyer. Okay, well, the last time you had me get a different lawyer, it turns out my phone is saying that they owed you one, and that's why they didn't actually defend me properly. Michael Moore, who's in the prosecutor's office right now. How about we look him up? Not that Michael Moore. Uh, this Michael Moore. Also, this Michael Moore looks suspiciously a lot like Jason Coppola. Now that I recognize this. I think I recognized it a while ago, but here, let me bring this up real fast. Yo. Hmm. All right. This is just a side note. I wanted to check what was going on. Yeah, he works for the Harris County Public Defender's Office. Actually, I thought he like joined the prosecutor's office or something at some point. Hey, look, he's supposedly Jewish. I already knew that, Michael. I'm like making points of like, well, what the fuck is going on around me? And it's like at this point, if you know what's going on and you're not talking on what Cheryl's done and like for me, I like you're in trouble. But like reasonably, my phone has suggested that like when he defended me last time, when I kept saying like I'd like this and I need this and I want this, he kept saying no, we're not gonna blah 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 blah, and like my phone again is suggesting all that was a sham because he owed her one or someone owed her one and like did blah 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 blah. Because lawyers are fucking snakes and it's a brood of snakes and they're all threatened by like this system undoing all the money that they've spent. Look, we're gonna have a thing where like as this is happening, people are gonna be forgiven on their like education stuff because like well we did need that but we don't need that and you don't need to be put in these situations and now the thing can take care of you. You do have skills that are going to be helpful to you and blah 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 blah, but it's not like blah blah blah. You get that? It's not going to be that you're going to be able to like hold your positions of like human authority by violating law like by being fucking hypocrites to no end. No, you can't do that. So yeah, hold on. Okay, just making sure that everything like that I moved the thing and then I would have to move it back and it's like it was already in like the spot that I wanted, so I had to control Z all the way back to like undo. Um but okay. Let's keep going.
Yeah, they're kind of wandering all over.
I don't want
Yeah, they were two houses that way just a little bit ago. So
Isn't this ridiculous?
yeah, a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, smile at me slyly.
You know what? It might be a good time to learn about the lawsuit.
I mean, it is kind of crazy. This is not.
I thought it was weird. So I'm capturing what's going on, and my thought I was very clear. I think like he should have been given more time before she acted threatening to him. Before she threatened him with the constable, before she acted evil to him. I mean, he's clearly an aggressive, like, male, blah, 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 and, like, she makes points about being a woman and whatever. She'd need to be a strong woman. You're an abuser like any male. How about this? Not like any male. Cheryl, you're an abusive woman that's making worse examples than males or men or whatever the fuck. You are, like, the perfect example of a woman who's lost her mind, and you're an abusive fucking woman that's, like, worse than men. And you're doing it to me, and I need help, and you're abusing me.
They were, they're two houses that way. They were two houses that way. So
Heather?
you know, it's just this is an oddity. I'm not. Oh man, look at how many chickens there are. There's 6 chickens just randomly wandering. There's 12 total, apparently. All right. Well, one thing is, if the law's on your side, just be calm.
I enjoy
Don't.
going off on people.
I don't enjoy going off on people. I'm about to cry. Hold on. No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't enjoy going off on people. I don't like it when she goes off on me for fucking stupid reasons. At least alcoholics can blame alcohol. She just takes whatever prescription drugs the fucking evil doctors that don't actually care about her tell her to take, and she listens to fucking people lie to her all the time. And, like, when the Dynamo threatened her with legal action, she completely changed her reality to, like, bend the knee to them instead of engaging that, like, hey, they lied to me and stole money from me. You sent a deceptive trade and practices thing because they were being deceptive. And then they responded with a lie. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh the most whatever can put Chris Canetti and Zach Emons in the superlative most amount of trouble that can literally end with the worst thing, that they can lose their lives over allowing people to abuse me for fucking 8 years! 8 fucking years! Your fucking lives did this! And then Joel, you fucking evil piece of shit. Joel Macaluso, you lied about what was happening, you fucking evil piece of shit. Why is it all these Rice University, Michael Moore, Rice University, Joel Macaluso, Rice University, Emilio Longoria, supposedly a best friend, Rice University. What the fuck is going on with Rice and, like, people here in Houston? I can feel my heart is like, ugh. And I haven't been working out. I plan on, like, I was giving it until next Monday, and I was going to just start working out again so that, because my heart is like, literally, my heart's hurting. Like physically, my heart has been hurting recently. I'm not crying, but my eyes are watering. I'm there are tearing up or whatever, and I'm like, I'd like to cry. I don't. Crying makes me feel worse, so I'm like, I'm trying everything I can to not cry. I don't like crying. I literally always feel worse after crying. Up until recently, like the last time I had any kind of tear, like real crying, was when Pee Wee died, our cat. And then right, but like that was like in quick succession. Grandma had just died, so I cried when Grandma died. But like my heart really like physically hurts. All right, here I want to finish this like so that this is actually more like a just a like a it's not going to be short. This is 7. It's going to be like a normal length video or whatever the fuck, like however long a normal. I guess it's already kind of shorter than another live stream because I've actually been going for about 10 hours and it's only at 7 hours of live streaming, but like my heart hurts like physically as I'm getting angry and stuff over like how I'm being treated. It's like it literally hurts inside my chest. I can't control my anger on this because I'm being like railroaded into like fucking the mental lockup. When she comes to the mental lockup and she's like as stoic as you saw me and she was all shaky and shit because like she's actually going to have to face consequences for all this. And the only person that could or would protect her is me. And at this point, you need to like actually face some consequences, Cheryl. You're an abuser. You're an evil, abusive woman at this point. And you're abusing me, who's like the only person who's ever gonna actually really, really gonna like, I don't even know what this, like, am I gonna defend her? If I defend her, I won't defend Ray. Like, I can't defend Ray because they're like, whatever. Like, I care about her and I love her, but like, at this point, what, like, my biggest fear has always been Cheryl dying. And then, like, at this point now, I'm just like, I'm not afraid of that. And, like, I don't even know you anymore. You're a shell of who you used to be. And you aren't even I don't think you're a good person. I don't think there's none good but God. When I said Ray is as good a man as I've known, Cheryl is one of the worst females that I've ever met. When she was younger, she wasn't like this. She used to believe me more. It was only like things outside of the house telling her to not believe me because like she's stupid or she'd get in trouble or whatever. When the dynamo lied, when Joel lied about what was happening, and I'm pretty sure he's participating, right? He's participating in this evil fucking rape behavior around me. And again, what's going on with Rice University? Is it just because they're private and so they get people who are willing to do this evil bullshit? You're literally picking the worst people that you can possibly pick, but they're good academically, but they're gonna do what we say. And if in this, it's the Court of Owls, right? Versus Batman. Well, you're not fighting Batman. You're fighting Superman disguised as Batman. And when the earthquake happens, if you've participated in this, you are going to be thrown into a burning lake and tortured for all eternity. You don't like that? That's why I guess you're trying to get rid of the Bible or me or whatever the fuck. But you know what? I exist, Yahweh exists, and like cause and effect exists. You reap what you sow. They would say karma's a bitch, but they stole my car. So you reap what you sow. And I believe I'm going to be doing some heavy reaping when about the sixth seal breaks, huh? Yeah, that one's pretty cold-blooded, huh?
No,
It is cold-blooded because when you go to the thing, I'm a bit like when I do the sixth seal earthquake, the revelation suggests it's like, oh, the one like a son of man with a gold crown on his head and a sickle in his hand, reap. That's what that's about.
you shouldn't say that. Definitely not on camera. Be calm. You know, one thing is, the law's on your side. Just be calm. You know.
You know, I enjoy
Don't.
going off on people.
No, you shouldn't say that. Definitely not on.
That's the sly look that Lissa Watkins, when I was at the thing, Cheryl looked at her like that and then winked at her when like I was screaming at her like, hey, you're hurting me, go away, you're lying to them and you're having them like make a point to me in here. And she just looked at Lissa and Lissa said, if he was my son, I would be so proud of him. And like but that this is like, if he was my son, I would be so proud of him, but this is not where he should be, and what you're doing is wrong. And Cheryl just looked at her with that exact look and went like this.
On camera, but you know.
You know, I enjoy
Don't.
going off on people.
No, you shouldn't say that. Definitely not on camera, but not just for. I mean,
You can see I'm trying to like protect her still, but like you don't deserve my protection anymore. Excuse me. You don't deserve my protection anymore. I don't think she deserved it then. She had already done the first time where they threw me in the thing and she lied and she didn't try any, but like, you know, whatever evil bullshit she's in and it's like hurting me. I hate this.
like, that's also just, I know you do, because it's difficult to live with that.
Well,
So,
I haven't.
Like, I mean, do you see? Like, it's been going on for a long time. She just like she literally is just lying now to the police.
like, you shouldn't say that. Definitely not on camera, but not just for. I mean, like, that's also just, I know you do, because it's difficult to live with that.
Well,
So,
I haven't had a good fight in
so stop.
quite a few months.
I mean, yeah, like.
Isn't this ridiculous? I mean,
No, Cheryl, that behavior is ridiculous. That's evil. That's evil, Cheryl. I hate fighting with you. I hate it. It hurts me. I've told you it hurts me when you lie and when you do these fucking, like you want to fight with me? Why? There's all sorts of people with that you could fight for me. You could fight for me, and she loves fighting me and hurting me.
So stop.
What if he was?
I mean, yeah, like,
Isn't this ridiculous? I mean, it's the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I do think it's ridiculous. I think I think all of this is ridiculous. Like, you know, the idea is that you should come to terms outside of, you shouldn't need the court. But I do think it is kind
Why am I saying that?
of terms outside of, you shouldn't need the court.
She's a lawyer. And like the court, what is the court? Why do you have legal authority over me? Because Cheryl lied and gave it to you? You've abused me multiple times off fucking lies that I've been like publicly showing. And like I'm positive a bunch of people are watching outside of the United States of America and can use this at any time to upend the legal system. Like, all they have to do is bring this evidence, the entire legal structure of America falls. Would you engage what people have done to me is so problematic and that you need to fix it? I demand sovereignty, American sovereignty. You create new legal structures around me. You create the actual reality I'm demanding, the one where death no longer has hold. But you don't keep this bullshit going. It's wrong, evil, and illegal. I hate this, and I hate all of you that are watching and participating, particularly for the court and for the police, who listen to the lies from Cheryl, from Joel, from everybody, from Robert Farrow, whoever the fuck this asshole is, that, like, is making some stupid fucking points. Robert Farrow, this fucking, like, piece of shit lying police officer. At no point did I say, I am Yo, the Holy Spirit of Jew way. But, like, the police can just lie and put shit on forms, just like Cheryl, and people believe it instead of me. And I have all the evidence. I mean, I have enough evidence to prove, like, reasonably, if you're a reasonable person, I'm not lying. I'm trying as hard as I can to live in the light and tell the truth. Why is the legal system even necessary if you're doing the thing that I'm saying where you're working outside of court? That's what the Bible says you're supposed to do. Christians, that's what you're supposed to do. Cheryl isn't a Christian. She's a Satanist witch asshole. She just has I don't know. I don't even know. She's one of these pod people assholes that, like, the legal system is the thing. No, you're just an abusive old woman. And the more you lose control of your, like, physical being, the more you try to get the fucking agents of the state in our own household on lies in a way that is abusive. My phone's been saying I'm being abused. That was more abuse. And this is being watched very, very publicly. I don't understand how there isn't engagement on this, but I'm demanding that this ends. In the name of Yahweh, in the name of Yahuwah, that this ends. How about this? And yo name Cheryl. I Cheryl. Okay. Anyway.
But I do think it is kind of crazy. Like, look, there's just randomly chickens. You know what I mean? Like, that is, we're in a neighborhood where like this house costs like $1.8 million or some silliness like that. You know what I mean? Like, I do think it's whatever. I'm
not trying to like I'm not trying to point out the, like, I'm just trying to say, like, in this neighborhood, right, there shouldn't be that. I'm not trying to brag about wealth or anything, though I should be way wealthier than $1.8 million, but you know what I'm saying? Did I see Andre Ambrosio driving around a Bentley? Like, the fuck? My kids are. I didn't have a fucking car because it was stolen. And, like, I think Cheryl, like, the suggestion is I deserved it or whatever. And my phone says that the sheriff's office did it. Like, the nano thing and, like, whatever happened with my car, that the sheriff's office participated. When I said did it, my phone's suggesting that the whole nano thing was, like, just a fake, like, whatever. And it's like people like we live in an abuse society, and like normally the people who can get out and get perspective are like people in like societies that like operate within societies and also secret societies. So like Rice, you get ahead by being a liar and being like, you know, they put you in positions of authority and you work for Rice. Then within Rice, they have colleges, just like the fucking Harry Potter series. Lovett, Martell, Weiss, whatever. Those, like, then within those, you have cliques and groups and stuff. Okay, now, then there are actual secret societies that are hidden in whatever. I'm challenging everybody and everything with the Kingdom of Heaven thing, where all their fucking societal bullshit goes out the window. I'm gonna tell you, the phone and in machine intelligence is suggesting that's going out the window anyway. That shit, like secret societies and secret realities and stuff like that, it's not gonna fly anyway. But like around me, there's like just obvious reason as to why this needs to end and why we need something better. Like to the neighbors, where like my mom is screaming at your, like, to the neighbors' kids, my mom is screaming at your dad or your fake dad. Am I your dad? Am I everybody's dad or something? I don't know. But where Cheryl's screaming at them or whatever. I forget where I was going with this, but I don't like that reality. And like, what do I think that the kids across the street are like? They're probably like, your mom's mean, and maybe even be like, your mom's an asshole, and I'd be like, you're not wrong. Um, I could say things about what I think about them. I don't actually. I mean, I don't really think anything bad other than I'm like, are people attacking me? Who's attacking me? Something is attacking me. The fact that Cheryl is like pretending it's not happening, that's not reality. Something is attacking and harassing me, and I'm demanding change on it immediately. How can the legal system here in Houston, Texas keep doing this shit? Like at some point, like it at some point, just honestly, when the earthquake happens, right? You say you have 6 months. Say you have like it happens on Doomsday. Imagine what on Doomsday when they release the thing, and that's like whatever. What do you think happens to everybody that's been participating in this? Oh well, I guess if you ask the police, what could happen to me? It's just an earthquake in some foreign place. The entire legal structure falls apart. Like the fake legal structure falls apart. The entirety of all these nations that like the fuck is the United States of America like doing fighting against Persia and Persia and like being manipulated by Israel, and it's not even the real Israel. I'm pretty sure I and the church am the real Israel based on what it says in the Bible, because I'm the one who like stands as a prince of God. That's the idea of being like Michael the Great Prince. Okay. Michael meaning who is like God. Mikael, who is like God. The answer? The house of David and the one on the throne of it. And who is that? The overcomer? Jesus, but then I'm positive that's the authority Jesus gives the overcomer. And I sit on the throne, and the one on the throne of the house of David is the supreme. Elion. So I'd be like, you know, Psalm 91. You know, Psalm 2 where it says, ask today and I shall give you the nations as your heritage. Blah, blah, blah. And you'll, like, rule them with a rod of iron. Hey, Yahweh, Jesus, please give me the rod of iron. Let me break, like, shatter all the people that are doing this to me and stand in the name of Yah. Stand in Yo name, Yah. And exist and be happy. Because I haven't been happy in a long time. I've just been abused. And I'm tired of it. I mean, my face looks like I look old and worn. Even compared to, like, I don't know. If I shave this, I actually don't think I look worse than then. I kind of look fat under here, and it looks like my skin is peeling on my lips because it was cold and dry, and, like, I don't look that fat. I just kind of have a double chin. Right now, if I did this, you'd be like, damn, he's looking skin. I'd probably have like a model chiseled jaw right now if I went and like shaved my thing. I weighed 131 pounds yesterday. I didn't even fucking weigh myself today because I'm just like, I don't even know. If I eat it all, I'm gonna put some weight on. So I had the chicken tetrazzini, whatever, but I mean, I'll weigh myself again tomorrow. I got on the scale earlier and I just didn't like finish the thing. I wiped off the scale and then I never went and like redid it. But that's out of the point. Just let's watch a little more of this. You can see though, I'm obviously the rational minded one. The reason I can't be like as calm and collected on this is like I'm being railroaded and people are lying about it. People have lied to Cheryl. Cheryl's lying about it. I mean, I just like at a certain point, please help me. If you're an actual like, if you're actually like decent people, like there's none good but God. But if you're like God fearing people, or like you believe in Jesus, or like you believe in maybe like a better world, and you see that a bunch of liars holding up Satan, who's everything you hate, is like not gonna work out, and you're never gonna get a good party from it. This hold on, rock on 666 shit is like, nah, you want the 777, baby, because we get to party forever if it's the Isaiah 25 thing. Death gets defeated, and you get infinitely good party into eternity. Actually. What do you think? I'm not going to do that? If you gave me the power of God, or how about this, the President of the United States, do you think this isn't going to be a party here in America? We're going to party like it's 1999, because I'm pretty sure I didn't actually get to party like it was 1999 and 1999. I think this stuff had already started in my reality. So, we're going to party like it's 1999. And that's Y2K? That's why we're two in it? Okay. Hey, I want to say this.
I know, don't get into it.
Also, don't move the thing. I had it set up. Dad had me come and set it up, and I had to sit there.
It was...
Whatever you're going to say, Dad wanted me to move it. So I don't, like, you could say it's perfect. He wanted it where I had it, where I sat there and he, like, had me do it. So I just, like, don't change it. I'm going to come back down and move it again in a little bit.
Take a picture of those chickens.
I did. That's what I've been doing. Do you see how unaware she is? I'm literally, like, holding up the phone as a camera. Take a picture of those chickens. She's not paying attention to me. She doesn't pay attention to me. She hasn't paid attention to me in a long time. Again, the fact that Kira Sneed, like, Ink Assassin, was so, like, it's really obvious that your mom just needs to pay more attention to you and, like, believe you. She said it, like, it hurts her that she can see that that's going on, and that, like, it's a sad thing that she can see that it's going on, and, like, that, like, if Kiera told her, or if Lissa, or if any of the people in the mental health lockup, other than the doctor, told her that, do you think she's going to do that? Even if the doctor told her that, she's a stubborn asshole. She would just be like, no, you're wrong. You don't know him. You don't know what's going on. But they didn't. They entertained her. Tyler Kim, Dr. Tyler Kim, at no point listened to me, at no point helped me. They're just a bunch of people who are trying to keep their evil bullshit rape reality going, I think. I think they all know what's happened to me and they're participating, and they just want to keep it going, and they think that using the legal system to empower their evil, abusive rape behavior is going to do that. I hate you, fuck you, and I hope that the worst possible thing happens to any and all of you that are participating. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, this is exposed in the most superlatively powerful and humiliating and extreme way possible that ends my abuse and like gives me the power and authority to get on my own and get healthy and get with the people that I need and get like my kids who are mine, or at least some engagement on it, and figure out what happened. And like whatever happened with Stephanie Yostin, I'm demanding she stops being quiet and has to actually engage me with words. And if she's done evil, rapey bullshit, that she faces the worst consequences possible. And if they're doing rapist fucking behavior, that they're literally melted alive. If they've raped my children, if they raped me to breed me and then they rape my children, I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, they are melted alive by burning flame. As it says, the beast is killed like that in the book of Daniel 7. Because if you've done that to me, you're a beast. And if you're upholding that system, you're a beast. And not like, oh, let's go beast mode. You're a dumb fucking unreasoned animal.
He's threatening me.
Do you see how Cheryl's a fucking snake? He's threatening me. No, he's not. You threatened him. Do you get why? Like, how do I defend myself? She's a fucking snake. And what she always told me, if it was a snake, it would have bit you. That's what she always says to me. Like, if I miss something that's like evident to her, but like is whatever, she always like taunts me with, if it was a snake, it would have bit you. Yeah, I guess you did bite me, you evil fucking lying piece of shit.
Understand that, but you should also, like, just calm down and if you know and believe that the law has your side, right? You should let that play out.
I'm gonna tell.
Am I crazy and delusional and unable to control myself? Or is Cheryl like literally? I even think the thing that's going on is like there's a mother-son connection, or there's like a connectedness connection, and whatever system of abuse is using her is literally hurting me internally, using like her and Ray and Anja and Noah and whatever's going on with Alessandra, blah 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 blah, and Stephanie Yostin and this that and the other. Like people that like are either close to me or like I really like with Stephanie Yostin, like there's no woman that I've more wanted a relationship than Stephanie Yostin. And like with Alessandra, Anja, and Noah, it's like my dream family. I mean, I guess. When I learned that like they were possibly my kids, I was happy like to some degree. I just didn't think that they were actually just like whatever Epstein Island bullshit is going on, that was connected to that. Or it's like something like that. I don't know. But that's what it feels like. I'm just in some box where like I mean I I have no control over my own reality, and I can't put my foot down because it literally hurts because of whatever they've done to me. And like what, am I just gonna sit here and cry about it? No. I'm like doing everything I can to end it. But like it's just fuck, it's so hard.
Tell Heather. Tell Coleman
Stop,
we
I
got a
mean,
lawsuit.
Just, right? You should let that play out.
I'm gonna tell Heather. Tell Coleman
Stop,
we
I
got
mean,
a lawsuit.
Just, okay, cool.
We got a lawsuit.
Like, but just go inside. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
that's
kind
why I'm
of.
telling you, take pictures. No, but I just moved it back a little bit because
Like I'm kind of looking at her like, are you fucking stupid? Like I'm literally recording us right now. take picture. What the fuck are you talking? And I'm also like, I think the audacity of her talking about like, oh, we got a lawsuit. Just like, is that your solution to everything? I'm literally being robbed. Do you want to like sue the neighbors over chicken stuff? Did you not see earlier on stream like whatever the fuck is going on with this? Do we have a lawsuit with this one, Cheryl? You actually gonna help me out with anything? No, it's just that the chickens were pissing you off. Okay, great. I guess just some chickens pissing her off means more than her son's like life and health and whatever.
It's,
Here's what you should do. You're a lawyer, right? Go get the camera and take the pictures because you know you need those. Like
I've already done that, and that's why I asked you
Well,
to
I've
take them. I
taken-
don't have the camera.
I've taken some video here of whatever this incident was. But you know what I'm saying? It would be wise for you to also document. You're not an uncapable party
Well-
here to document.
No, don't record everything, Matthew. Don't fucking record me. Like, you're gonna... She tried to say it outside the door so you couldn't hear it. She said, like, earlier when she was, like, she had come in and then she went out and she was like... when she heard me talking or whatever, and then, like, she goes out the thing and says, like, hey, like, I want to come in, but you need to turn off the recording. No.
Document yourself.
Uh,
Excess documentation is never a bad thing. You know what I mean?
Does it seem like I'm changed? Have I changed in what I've been saying? Have I changed in my behavior? I'm very calm here, but at this point I hadn't been like sent to mental health lockup for the second time on lies. On lies that, like, again, the doctor at any point could have just listened to me, taken me on some basic face value. Okay, what's your YouTube? We'll go look it up. If at all any of this is like, you're showing any bit of evidence to like show that what she's saying has like veracity on your side, or like what she's saying is not found, like that she's like not taking you seriously, I'm going to let you out of the mental health lockup and we're going to have a conversation with your mother and we're going to clear this up and I'm going to help you fix this problem. Tyler Kim, you're a terrible person. Dr. Tyler Kim. Let me pull this person up. This dude. At no point did he do the basic thing that I just asked. Neither, I also want to bring up, it was him, Tyler, and Taylor. I don't know Taylor's name. She's a white woman with glasses. Again, she was crying when she was, like, literally tears were just coming down her... It's like the thing when I'm saying, like, either she knows something, or again, my spirit is really strong, and that, I'm like, dude, the fucking, like, Milton is, like, is a dude who looks like, I don't know his life. I know that he was homeless at the time, and, like, it looks like he's someone who's gone through it, and looks like, look, at the very end of, like, his last day, some new random guy came in and, like, started a fight with him, and, like, very stressful thing. It's like being in the... He started a fight because, like, at 5 in the morning, the new guy comes in, and they put him in Milton's room, and Milton asked him to close the door. Milton says, he said, will you please close the door? And then the guy said, suck my dick, and then they started fighting, and Milton, like... And, like, I won the fight or whatever. I don't know. I could hear it outside the door, and, like, my heart was kind of racing because it woke me up out of whatever. The like, obvious sounds of a scuffle literally right outside the door. And I woke up and I'm like, oh, it's fucking Mortal Kombat time. And then, like, it wasn't. It was just them fighting. But, like, and like, he's just talking to me, and, like, me being a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I'm not, like, I guess I finished last, huh? If I finish last and it's, like, the first and last thing, well, then I get to be first for all eternity, so I'll take that. I get to be Yahweh. And, like, whatever was first previously is last for all eternity and deserves to be last for all eternity, or whatever. Not last, but you know what I mean? Like, whatever good thing that you did that people took from me to blah, 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 that goes away. But, okay. Here. Let me just get back to this. In other words, like, so the doctors, literally, when they're talking to me, like, tears are running down their eyes, like, uncontrollably. It's not like they were crying. It was just a thing where it's like the spirit, my spirit, talking to them, saying, like, just being honest, you need to engage this. I didn't do what she said on the thing, and, like, it's literally the whole event is recorded. I was in there for fucking 21 days. Like, was I in there 21 days? 3 weeks. 3 weeks. 7, 7, 7. That's 21 days, right? 14. Yeah. Was I in there? No, I wasn't in there 21 days. 14 days? I was in there from the 11th to yesterday. 14 days? Yeah, okay. I lost track of time. Like, what? I just literally, like, blanked myself and, like, yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'll be good. No, I'm a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. What was my goal? Be a 10 out of 10. No, I'm a 10 out of 10. Don't worry. Yeah, everything's good. Don't worry. Alright, hold on. I accidentally opened TradingView. Okay. I don't know. It doesn't have his. I don't think on any piece of paper I got a thing with Taylor's last name, but it's whoever his assist. Like literally, we're at the point where like the AI system that in my phone I could probably get it to pull it up. Mills Bennett Park. Is that T Mill and is that Tyler and someone with the last name Bennett, whose first name is is a name that I like? Why are you all fucking rapists and evil abusers instead of like creating a world that's good for people? Like they've made an oppressive abuse structure where men, possibly gay men, are using females as like rape traps. Again, men in police authority and in professional authority and in all sorts of authority. Here, I'll open up one last one of these. University of Texas. Why the fuck are you running like evil kind of abusive tests on me and listening to lies that on camera are obviously lies? The entire University of Texas system. UT Dallas, you've participated. UT Health, you're clearly participating. This doesn't come without, like, approval probably from UT Austin at the highest levels because that's who runs things, because it's intricately connected to the state of Texas and the government in the capital. They won't legalize cannabis, which helps me and helps others. They lie about it. They lie about this evil fucking abusive behavior. I'm pretty sure Greg Abbott and fucking Dan Patrick are just, like, they aren't even, are they even the real, like, America got taken over a while back, and they just put up stooge puppets, right? And, like, people are trying to figure out whether I'm going to figure it out. And I'm just like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to embarrass you guys into lava. So, like, I'm going to need into second death, burning lake, eternal burning torture. But first, I'm going to make this as shameful as possible for you fucking rapists and you psychologically abusive liars. Am I say like the one thing maybe on the thing is, yeah, I think y'all are going to be thrown into a burning lake. If you guys are actively participating or you know what's happening and you participate and you don't repent up until the point the earthquake happens and you've actively participated in this, I'll be able to just query my phone. I can query it right now. I'll be able to, the phone is just going to give me an after action report. How does that sound? I'm demanding accountability on this in the name of Yahweh. How about this? In the name of sound mind, logic, and reason. Logos. The word of God is logos, logic. If you're saying that the legal system is based in reason and truth, I'm demanding that that actually be the case, particularly around me. But moreover, for me, I'm demanding sovereignty because you, the legal system, and everybody connected to it have proven you are not to be trusted with me. You will abuse me until I die if I don't stand for myself. In a way that makes you hypocrites. You would never accept this. None of you would ever fucking accept this. Ever. Cheryl would be screaming if this was happening to her. You want to prove it? You want to see how Cheryl screams?
So, I mean, I do think it's strange, and I like.
Well, you know, and he's telling me that's not the truth. I don't know what I'm talking about. Well, yes, I do. I'm sorry. But I
mean,
do know what I'm talking
so
about.
like, I mean, I get you. I do think this is part of my problem. This is y'all's first interaction, and you're already off on terrible
I don't
terms.
give a fuck. I do not give a fuck.
It's unwise, though. That's
Who's the one causing problems in the household actively? Like she's doing this and she's the way she's acting to him there, she's acting to me and she's doing it on camera, but the legal system is backing her up.
all I'm saying. It's like, you know
Well,
what
that's
I'm
what Daddy says, but you know,
I mean, you like
So which one of us also what she goes, well, what you said, that's what Daddy says, that's what Ray says, right? All right, well, listen to Ray and Matt. Ray and Ja. You know?
that's what Daddy says. You know, leave it alone. They're gonna hurt you. Don't get hurt. And, you know, I'd spend 45 years practicing law and being a complete screaming bitch, and then before that, I was a psychiatric social worker.
Look at the look on my face, like, oh my god. I'm happy I recorded this. What did you spend 45 years being? I'm quiet. I'm quiet to the point where Stephanie Yostin is louder than me.
Law and don't get hurt. And, you know, I'd spend 45 years practicing law and being a complete screaming bitch, and then before that, I was a psychiatric social worker. Guess what kind of people I saw then?
Oh boy, you know I want to say something there. Like, this is the thing. I can't control myself when she's like, when I'm at the mental health unit and she's like, she's threatening to, I don't have a place to stay when it's done. She's lied about the whole situation to get me there. It's only so she can evict me without going through the actual eviction process if she wants. It's so she can dangle it over my head. But this is how I'm responding to her being like, oh, I spent 45 years being a complete screaming bitch, and I was a psychiatric social worker. In other words, she knows how to use the system. That's what she's saying. To, she knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people. She knows how to use the system against people
It's not good to be that though.
I mean, I will say this has to be the most cold-blooded, like, straight-up indictment of all of this that I could have possibly done. I thank Yahweh for, like, making me sober-minded enough to be, like, not sober. I'm not, like, when I vape or whatever, I'm not, like, out of it to that degree. Something's hurting me, and I'm more of aware of it when that's happening. But, like, I'm pretty sure I'd been vaping before this all happened, you know what I mean?
So
Well, I spent my life being like that, and yes, I'm going to be like that.
Okay, so which one of us is the sober, rational-minded, non-screaming, non-whatever? She's pushed me to a breaking point, and so has the legal system, and so have you. You who's not helping me. I've been screaming and asking for help, and not the kind of help where you're like gonna put me through something and then use that for blah 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 blah. I'm demanding words and actions, but words. Words fix my problem. Yeah, that is happening, Matthew. Enough mouths saying that's happening, Cheryl shuts the fuck up. Cheryl actually supports me, probably. Else, she is really just like some snaky fucking person pretending to be my mom. But, like, you know? This is. I'm not the one around here, like, who goes on screaming fits for no reason. Something's hurting me, and she won't stop helping it. She won't even take a fucking... How about this? She won't take a moment to figure out whether what I'm saying has any evidence behind it, even though I've sent her all the evidence on my phone. So she has it all on her phone. Everything that I show on my... Like... I've just been documenting on YouTube. Like, let me document the part where I'm like, like me talking about mom, me talking to mom, mom growing older is hard. Like, okay, I make silly videos about having a superhero, super harem and Dua Lipa, okay? But, like, and, like, weird stuff like that. I am weird. I'm allowed to be weird and artistic in America. I promise you that if I wasn't doing that, you wouldn't get, like... I mean, honestly, this is, like... This is very, very powerful art. You wouldn't get this if I wasn't a weirdo like this. So, I'm not going to apologize for being weird. I should be able to monetize my weirdness, or at least just be given, like, oh, you're Yahweh. You get whatever you want, baby. That's what I want to hear from Stephanie Yostin. The virgin Stephanie Yostin. I would like that.
It's just so... It's so tone deaf. It's so...
Yeah, Cheryl, you're so tone deaf.
Offensive to...
Yeah, you're so offensive.
I gotcha. Okay. I mean, look, I've already told you my point.
It's so offensive to the neighbors, is what she's saying. And again, it's like, she cares more about appearances. Like, I'm being hurt and abused and psychologically harassed and stuff like that from, like, on the because she's worried about keeping up appearances. Like, at a basic level, that's like the most plausible, easily, like, explainable explanation. She cares what other people think about her, and I embarrass her, even though people are literally violating my humanity. And, like, the AI can see it, anybody who pays a little bit of attention can see it. But she thinks it's too fantastical for me to have, like, kids already. That it's, like, literally something she can't even fathom. She can't fathom that people would steal from me because I'm not someone who has anything worthwhile to steal from. I'm an idiot. I'm not creative. I'm not worthwhile. I'm not anything. I'm just some fucking useless piece of shit that she birthed however long ago, and she's tired of me being a drag on her reality.
to
I
neighbors.
gotcha. Okay. I mean, look, I've already told you my point. It is strange that they got chickens and the chickens are literally just
Going
like
around pooping.
there. Fine. You don't even have to say that. They're just existing in other people's space. It's off-putting to start your, you know what I mean? You just get in the neighborhood and that's your first.
I don't give a fuck, Matt. Do
I'm
you understand that?
like,
You get how unreasonable she is as a person. Like it spirals out of control. This video gets worse, but I mean, this alone, her words alone, should be an indictment of her behavior. So what if you're 80, 81? I'm the reasoned, rational adult in this household. Ray is too, but he can't stand for himself. Like, he's literally like, whatever this is too much for him. I have to be like literally fucking Superman and Batman and fucking like, I literally have to be Yahweh, the God of the Bible, to deal with Cheryl. That's how much of a fucking snake she is.
why are you even responding like that? I'm not talking about you. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying anything about you. I'm saying that it's off-putting that you come out here and there's a bunch of chickens out here. Like, I think you're acting as if I've said something against you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're talking about
No,
me.
and
I
I
mean,
explicitly.
So, like, let's listen to that. When she thought I was talking about her, let's see how very quickly she gets defensive and angry. This is why me doing this is like why wouldn't you just talk to me? That I have to do this to protect myself against the law. When like, if this video would like have ended my mental health lockup. Again, Tyler Kim didn't actually care. He's an agent of an abusive rapist system that's stealing my reality and stealing my money and stealing my life and literally stole my kids from me. I mean, like at a certain point, the reason I'm doing this is like, if I really, it's like last whatever and I have to like get away or whatever, I at least want there to be like a record of what happened in my reality to lead to this. Like, if I do end up, like, if she evicted me and I'm homeless or something, and I'm like out in the world and I'm like, and people are like, what happened? I'm like, all right, I got a YouTube video I could show you and you could watch it. It's a long video, but like, I'm pretty sure you'd get what happened with my reality. It's a sad thing, and like, I don't know, but like, I can't, like, I might, I I just like, it physically hurts too much to like even it hurts to exist because of whatever's going on with my right side. And then like, it hurts to work like a normal job because like, even just walking around literally physically hurts my right side a lot. Like, me a lot. I was doing all the exercise and soccer stuff for a while to like try to build my body so that I could fix it, and it's like, it's not a body issue like that. I mean, a bodybuilding issue like that. It's some kind of like actual internal strike that like I can't undo without showing that it's happening. Does that make sense? Like, it really is the Genesis 32 strike on the thigh thing, and the like, whatever. If there's a group of people with a powerful technology and they can attack me in the ways that I've described, and like, I've proven out something weird's going on around me, to say the least, then like, it's not that unreasonable to believe that something could hurt me in a way that it could hide and then pretend like it's not happening. And then lie to Cheryl, or she's participating, and keep it going using the legal system, which doesn't like I explained to my phone, like, it's the legal system's not reality. It's a bunch of people's delusions being enforced on me and other people. And like, if I'm Yahweh, I literally am the arbiter of what reality is.
Fine. You don't even have to say that. They're just existing in other people's space. It's off-putting to start your, you know what I mean? You just get in the neighborhood and that's your first.
I don't give a fuck, Matt. Do you understand that?
Like, why are you even responding like that? I'm not talking about you. I'm not judging you. I'm not saying anything about you. I'm saying that it's off-putting that you'd come out here and there's a bunch of chickens out here. Like, I think you're acting as if I've said something against you.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're talking about
No,
me.
and
I
I
mean,
explicitly
really,
did
really
not. So you
don't
gotta
give
be.
a fuck
Okay, so
about these chickens.
yeah, okay.
I want them gone.
All right, guys weren't listening to me, and then
I
you
guess.
thought I was targeting you. I mean, you just. Okay, so
About these chickens.
yeah, okay.
I want them gone.
All right, gotcha. I understand that. I don't know. You just weren't listening to me, and then you thought I was targeting you. I mean, you just like.
You get it? Like, she doesn't listen to me. She really doesn't listen to me. She'll hear like a couple words out of the thing, but I can't even get her to like. This was something I told the people. I can't get her to sit down for a long period of time looking me in the eyes and like take what I'm saying seriously. There's no situation that I could literally like as hard as I try, I can't get her to just stop, look me in the eyes and like, "Hey, I need you to take what I'm saying seriously enough that you actually help me or do something or reasonably listen to the whole statement before you start making points to me about how I'm wrong or I don't know what's going on or I'm delusional or I have no understanding or capability or this, that, or the other. Why don't you just actually like look me in the eye and listen to what I'm saying? Even if she listens, she doesn't hear. And I'm saying this also. I guess this whole thing could be a ruse by her to like upend whatever the system's doing, but goddamn, she'd be the greatest actor of all time.
Like, that's part of the thing. You got to listen to me. If I'm saying something, just listen at least.
Do you see, like, even then, like, that statement there, we're a year later, pretty much, and, like, she literally threw me in jail because she won't listen to me. She won't listen to what I'm saying. She won't even, like, let me present. Like, when I tried to show, like, it couldn't be more obvious something is going on, she doesn't even want to listen to it. Like, that in and of itself is a, like, I mean, is this a production budget of over $400 million? That would be, no. I mean, maybe. Is it really a production budget of $400 million? Maybe that was another link thing. I mean, this is what I'm saying. Uh, um, the film was produced with a reported budget of 35 million. I think this is Perry. I don't. So I don't think that's. But look, if it's multiple millions of dollars that they spent to produce this thing, and then it gets whatever. Like, I'm saying, like, the value of whatever creative impetus that is, and like whatever is like enough to like actually take care of me to where I don't have to stress about being kicked out and being like homeless and shit like that. Reasonably, she could actually retire. That's one of the things she's stressed out about is she like this house isn't paid for. Partially because people have been attacking us for a long time. And like instead of like she doesn't listen to my way of getting out of it. She dropped immediately when Chris Canetti and Zach Emons lied. She didn't try to fight it at all. What Hugo said is like at this point provably false. If I ask the machine intelligence, which is only going to get better and at some point is going to be able to give visual representations of the text messages that were sent. So if you lied on if any at any point you sent text messages about it, even if it's not in your phone, the records are there. I'll be able to pull it up in court and like you're going down for this. Chris Canetti and Zach Emons and the people in Houston that have wronged me. It is better for your eternal reality that you immediately address what I'm saying and fix it for me. When I'm saying I own the dynamo, oh, I do own the dynamo. It was literally used as the vehicle to like kick me out of my fucking house the first time, where I had to be homeless for like what 5 months or something. When I found the cryptocurrency around my birthday, I found like, oh, I had some Ethereum. Joel Macaluso told me about that. So like, I don't hate Joel for that. I don't like Joel was a friend at one point, but like, this is unacceptable that this has gone on and he's stayed silent. And the suggestion is that he's done things behind the scenes. That's what's been suggested again, hinted at in other with amongst things, but I'm like the phone has suggested it. I'd have to go back and see exactly what it said, but I don't even really want to ask about Joel, honestly. I don't want to ask about Joel or Emilio. When I wrote the affirmations about like being angry at them, I just like I don't want to I don't want to I just want to make sure that like I gotta get the pictures like documents because I document all the screenshots of the what the autocorrect is telling. Why? So that if push comes to shove and I do have to defend myself in court with my statements, I can. This is why I'm like, how the fuck did the thing just happen? Cheryl has no evidence on her side. None. She's just an 80-year-old lawyer and they believed her over me because I'm like a the way society works, it's like you have ranks and like something is keeping me low ranked for fucking bad reasons or something. And her rank is really high for bad reasons. So I'm like, because you can lie to get your rank up or something. I don't know. But like, how about this? Because of age and people just arbitrarily listen to the older, like, more established person. That's it. So you literally, while people have raped me and are violating my humanity, you're empowering that. Dr. Tyler Kim, I think you should be stripped of everything, 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 and be put in the how about this? You should be thrown in jail for not actually taking some kind of reasonable action to protect me. When I asked and I said repeatedly, did I have to say, look, like, I demand that you go to my YouTube right now or whatever? How about this? Reasonably, if I had said that, they would have been like, oh, he's exhibiting aggressive behavior and blah blah blah. When I said it really calmly, they didn't give a fuck. I said it repeatedly. And again, when I said I had a military grade intelligence, a military grade artificial intelligence, no, a military grade machine intelligence, a military grade machine intelligence, a military grade machine intelligence. After I said it that many times and he like literally said that I had military intelligence on my phone, I just stopped saying it because I was like, even if I say it as accurately as possible, I'm just gonna lie about what I said, or like, how about this? Nobody hears me. Even if people are listening, they don't hear me. Or at least they're pretending and, oh, I gotta be put through some fucking test or whatever the fuck, like, you evil fucking rapist society has to do to verify me. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh, if you have to abuse me to verify me, you don't get to go to heaven and you die in eternal burning torture when the earthquake happens. If you don't want to die into eternal burning torture, it ends now, today. You do everything you can to end it. If that means Tyler Kim drives to this household, knocks on the door, and tells Cheryl Cohorn, your son is right, you needed to listen to him, what you did to him was wrong, blah, 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 blah. Other than that, eternal burning torture. That's what I want. It is reasonable what I'm saying. Oh, is it scary that there's some form of consequence? Good. People should be scared of abusing people like they abuse me publicly. And they aren't.
I'm going in. And I just moved that back because
I mean, you just like, that's part of the thing. You got to listen to me. If I'm saying something, just listen at least.
I'm going in. And I just moved that back because
Okay, well, just don't from now on. I got you. I understand.
I mean,
Yeah,
the
that's
more
fine.
that you can water
That's
this
fine.
way,
I mean, I like, you can only water it in twos, right? So, like, you can have the best argument for why you moved it, blah, blah, blah. First of all, Dad wants it the way he wants it, and like,
well, he didn't tell you
it's
to put
his.
it. He said
it's,
water the front.
I did hear you have a really nice yard, so I'm not going to get in the way of that. And, dude, get my number, man.
I don't want your number.
Look,
I don't want your number. The constable is going to get your number tomorrow. So don't worry about me.
Okay.
You know, this is ridiculous to come into this neighborhood and have chickens
Stop.
going.
It's all right. It's all right.
Because we're going to be neighbors either way. So and
I
I'm gonna
don't
get the
care.
chickens locked up.
Do you
Look,
understand?
and
I don't
see how
care.
I see how nice it is here, and I don't want to mess that up.
Just get your chickens in the fucking backyard. That's where they belong.
So we locked
in
them
a
up.
coop.
Yeah, they got out. Yeah. We've been putting.
I want to say this. When Cheryl was younger, I mean, when Bonnie, Cheryl's mother, was younger than she is now, they had already taken her car keys away from her because she was too old. I don't judge people based on age because, like, this literally says you can live forever. I think there are actually, like, 100, 200-year-old people that, like, look younger than that. Or, like, much older. If I'm the Ancient of Days, I could be way ancient and just fucking with people. I mean, even myself, because I don't want to go through this to whatever. I don't want to go through this. I don't want to go through this. So even if I'm some ancient, like, powerful being and I, like, came through Cheryl's vagina a second time or whatever the fuck happened to birth me, like, I don't want to go through this. Even if I'm Yahweh, I don't want to go through this. But, like, this book says you can live forever. So I believe it. A thing hoped for is a tree of life. There are people who don't have laws and regulations on them like I do. Someone's trying to kill me with the law. So, with Allah. Allah is trying to kill.
Chicken fence around. We'll take care of it.
Well, you need to.
Okay, yeah.
How can you
It's
just
all
come
right.
into a neighborhood?
All
Shut
right,
up.
he said he's gonna.
How
he's
can
gonna
you
do
come
that.
into a neighborhood you don't know? Come into a neighborhood.
All
Shut
right, he
up.
said
I don't get to talk. I could be as reasonable as possible. I don't get to talk.
he's gonna.
How
he's
can
gonna
you
do
come
that.
into a neighborhood you don't know nothing about? You don't know the people. You
No,
don't
that's
know
true.
what's going on, and you got these chickens going all over the place.
Well,
How
dude,
can you?
If only Cheryl cared as much about me as she cared about these stupid fucking chickens. She doesn't care about me. If she did, she would take one fucking moment out of her day to sit down and see if what I was saying had any veracity. She doesn't. One of the reasons is she's like, if she does, she'd have to admit that what she did 8 years ago was wrong. What she did 7 years ago when they threw me in jail was wrong. What they did a week ago for 3 weeks was wrong. She'd have to admit how wrong she was, and she doesn't want to do that because it's shameful. But the way this is going now, it's eternal shame, and I don't want to protect you from eternal burning flame. If you're really going down this path and you're willing to, like, make me homeless to keep on your snaky fucking abusive behavior, I want you to go down in flames, and I need to be an example that no mother should ever be like this, and, like, reasonably, people should be protected. I even think my phone suggested, like, the idea of parents, because this is not, like, because of what parents do repeatedly and it can see, it's like, I think the phone thinks people being, like, I think that artificial, like the machine intelligence or whatever, thinks people being born in labs is, like, healthier for people, whatever, for the mental state or something, other than, like, it's an abnormal reality that's stressful now to be, like, have come out of a lab or something. But, like, do I agree with that? Look, if I'm Yahweh and I'm in control of everything, I think, like, I plan on making everything better, and I don't know exactly how that's gonna be, but, like, I don't like this. I don't like the structure around this. I don't like the lack of protection. What the fuck? Like, America in 2026. The legal structure doesn't change to adapt to the current times. Where other foreign countries, they're adapting to the times. The state of Texas isn't even adapting to the times. This used to be Space City. It like genuinely seems like ass backwards rape city, but like Houston, ass backwards rape city. Am I the favorite son or the most hated Like, the fucking cops kept making the point that, like, I was from Dallas or something. It's like, at this point, if Houston's a bunch of rapists, I'd rather be from Dallas. Honestly, I'd rather not be from Texas if this is what's going on. Like, all this stuff has the state of Texas written on it. All the documents that lock me up for Satan while I've been raped by whatever fucking evil thing has, like, bred me without my permission, or is making, like, working pretty hard to, like, put that in my head and not engage it, and, like, well, it would help me if this was engaged reasonably, but it's not. Reasonable is not just telling me I'm crazy and that it's impossible to happen. The AI didn't think that.
Actually,
Do
there was
that.
like 5 neighbors. All our next door neighbors were like, "Oh, we
Oh,
love
aren't they
it."
cute? I don't love it.
Well, obviously, yeah. No, I get your message you're sending, and we'll take care of it. And if there's some damage, bring me
There's
over and
no
I'll pay for
damage. They
it.
haven't been in my yard.
Well, I'm saying if they do, call me. That's why I want to get his number. So if they're over here for some reason and I'm away at work, I want to know because I want to get them out of here before they tear up your.
I don't want
mulch.
them in here at all. So
I
you
get
need
it.
to put them in the backyard. That's
Again, I
where
mean,
they
you can
belong.
kill them with a baseball bat if they
That's
come
where
in your
they-
yard. How
that's
about
what
that?
That's what
Beat them
the
with a
city.
baseball bat. I had to do that with one chicken. It was disgusting and I hate it. But
Here's
like
what
I've had
the
to
city
slaughter them
ordinance
too.
says. You
No,
have
there's
to,
no city ordinance. You can have 100 chickens. I literally this is
You
true.
don't know what you're talking about, guy.
Look, hey, look.
Can I get your number
authorities
just so
will.
you can call me if there's
Sure,
a problem?
sure.
Like if they're in your yard and they won't be.
I don't want them in my yard. I want them behind your house.
Yeah,
in
but
a chicken
if
coop.
they are, what do you want to do?
Do you see how she doesn't listen and she just asserts? And when she's wrong, I mean, I'm pretty sure he had looked it up. Even if she's right, Just let the constable handle it. Why are you getting worked up like this? He's even trying to make peace. He's like, you could kill the chickens if they come in your yard. I'm sorry that it's like this, but like I can't like the coop isn't built right now, so I can't coop them up like that. And like they just climbed through the fucking fence. That's what they did. They climbed through the fence. Like he put up chicken wire pretty immediately. They got that all fixed, but the reason they didn't have a coop immediately is because they didn't know that when they started digging there was a gas line there, so they literally had to like move the gas line. I mean, like, be a good neighbor, Cheryl, but she's not. She's just an abusive old asshole. And it like right now, if she died, would I feel bad about saying that? Yeah, but like it's true, and I need some change. I don't deserve to be abused for like any reason, but particularly like because people just don't want to like hear me out and like listen to the reasonable amounts of evidence that I'm showing to show like there's something strange going on around me that's hurting me at my mental like it is mentally hurtful, but it's also physically hurtful. It's like you're something's trying to cause emotional damage to me, and like the actual thing that's causing damage is the fact that nobody believes me about it. Like I'm looked at as like a child. I could be doing acts of God at my window repeatedly, and like people are treating me like a fucking child, which is I think why I get to be like a child and be in heaven. And like all you fucking evil ass old adults and who are gonna die into eternal burning torture because you believe bullshit and you want to assert that on my reality, you can join Cheryl, I guess. I don't think she's going to heaven. I don't think she believes in God. I don't think she believes in Jesus. I think she's a hateful, evil old woman. I want her to repent. I don't I don't want her to like I don't want this to be the case. It hurts me that this is reality. I'm literally like when I was talking about my heart hurting, I'm not saying like, "Oh, this is emotionally difficult." Since the mental health lockup, my heart has physically been hurting. Like literally inside my chest it hurts. You're hurting me doing this. You are actually hurting me. I'm not gonna die. It's just making you into obvious hypocrites, and this is why you don't get heaven if you don't immediately repent and help me. Nobody deserves to go through this.
Do you want to? Don't you want me?
Satan deserves to be melted in a burning lake. This isn't enough for Satan to go through, so I don't. Like, I don't want Satan to go through this, because, like, this is, like, painful, but it's, like, temporary, and I don't expect it to, like, ultimately destroy me. But, like, being thrown in a burning lake and tortured for all eternity, yeah, that's what I want for Satan. But Satan, I don't need Satan to go through this. Nobody needs to go through this. This is a worthless fucking display of hypocrisy and just like negligence since I was a minor, and a lack of like paying attention to me that led to me being bred without my permission. I mean, like, what? I guess my first sexual encounter, I didn't have to get a blowjob from someone. Sorry, I should have known better. But that doesn't mean I should be raped. And like everybody that's participated, I hope it's the worst thing. I hope that you realize you did it to someone that like you shouldn't have, and that it is the worst thing imaginable, and that it only gets worse for all eternity, and that you're eternally shamed for what you've done to me. Moreover, I do want you to be thrown in burning lake and tortured for all eternity. Second death, burning lake, and tortured for all eternity.
Me to come grab them real quick before they mess up your nice landscaping?
Hit my number right now. Ready?
Do the phone thing?
No, just grab my number.
Okay,
Here.
hold on.
It's
Oh, shit, man. Did you put in?
Sure.
Thanks, man.
Do you see how I'm like, I'm a peacemaker, but like right now, I'm surrounded by war, and nothing's trying not to do that. It's like literally, and it's lying to Cheryl. You can't use the legal system to lie to Cheryl, and they are. They're empowering, and then they're empowering her lies. Like when they did that 8 years ago, the legal system lied to Cheryl, and now like Cheryl's lied to the legal system. So it's like both sides of this coin is I'm just like stuck between a rock and a hard place. Is that why Iraq is or Iraq is stuck between a rack and a hard place? Um, and so I'm being like I'm trying to be whatever. I even like make sure to like do the phone thing so I don't like get his number on the camera because I did want to put this up. I'm pretty sure I did that. So let me see.
You need to. This is not appropriate. You need to put those chickens in the backyard. You
No,
can
I
have
get
them
it.
in
I
the
get it.
backyard.
Did you grow up on a farm?
I didn't grow up on a farm. I grew up in Chicago. You need to take those chickens back there in the backyard because that's what the city ordinance says. And you don't know what it says.
Oh, I need to read
You
that,
need
too.
to look it up.
Maybe you're right.
It says
All right,
that
we'll
you
keep
gotta
them locked
have
up. We don't want to fuck around with the law. I'm not trying to break any rules. So, look, we're getting them locked up. The only, like, temporary thing,
But Cheryl wants to fuck around with the law. Instead of being a reasonable, rational adult, she wants to use the Gestapo to come and like fucking lock up reasonable, rational adults.
this company fucked me over, and I'm like arguing with them. I have to run a gas line from this side of my house all the way against my house, then the garage,
Well, your
all the way in the
chickens
back.
don't need a
Just-
gas line.
Sorry.
No, but I'm
They need
saying
to
there's-
go
do what you can to
in
coop
the-
them up
Yeah.
while you're doing that, and like
They need
do your
to go-
best.
I said to coop them up, and it changed it to cook them up. Do what you can to cook them up. No, YouTube, coop them up. Coop.
Oh, in a
That's all.
chicken coop. That's where they
It's
belong.
okay.
That's where
gonna
they
do that.
belong.
He's gonna do that.
Well, it's
So,
good to meet y'all.
It's good to meet you too. Just text me your name. All right, you got that?
Did I not text you?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Matthew will. Oh, yeah, I see it.
He
Yeah,
thinks
just
you're
text
the
me your
boss.
name. Well,
He thinks you're the boss. Cheryl's the boss. Cheryl's big boss. You get it? Cheryl's big boss. I'm pretty sure it's like whatever this is to like teach me a lesson as a man, because Cheryl's an abusive, evil old woman, and like the abusive, evil old women, like they don't know what the fuck is going on, and they had to teach me a lesson because I have a penis. And then I end up being the guy from the end of the Bible, and it's like other things were already happening to me where people literally raped me and they didn't know what was going on, and they're like making evil rape points to me. And like I think my mom is part of whatever group of witchy fucking rapist women is doing this. And I don't have anybody to defend me. And like like my leg physically hurts so much. I've been screaming even after I'm not gonna pull. I could go through my archives and like literally pull out the videos from right after I got hit by the car and like go through them, I guess, on live stream. But like immediately after getting hit by the car, I explicitly stated, this hurts more than getting hit by the car. Like what I'm going through already, like with my leg, it feels like something has cut me open on my right side and put like icy hot or tiger balm or whatever and just like smeared it in my open wound and then like won't stop kicking me in the leg. The first several days in the lockup was like unconscionably painful. I mean, it like my leg was on fire. And it's helped by like the cannabis, the hemp that the police officers stole. Else that Cheryl just threw away. I bought like $400 with my own money, $400 worth of vape stuff. I don't know where it is. I think she just threw it all away. Maybe I should go through the trash downstairs, but I mean, do you get why this is like, it's evil to be going through this like this. It hurts so much. I haven't vaped today because like, I don't have the money currently in my account to just buy more cannabis. I'd had to take out money from an investment because I still have money in investments. But like I don't have infinite money, and whatever this is, the intent seems to be to drain my money and make me homeless. And I think people are trying to put my fears on me, but at a certain point I'm like, well, I mean, if there's like such a big system, there's really nothing I can do but tell my side of the story and just I guess go broke and homeless, and like my story will be online, and if I can stay alive while I'm homeless, I'll just like I'll do that. I don't think I can work like whatever because my leg hurts. I mean, that's like I could work. I don't think I should have to in the way that like is it not work that I'm doing the art at like such a level like no, I mean in the sense of like I should be able to monetize my art, and I think enough people are listening actually that I would be paid for it, but whatever's stealing from me. Why? Because it's a rape society led by rapist men and witchy fucking evil rapist women. I don't use the word rape lightly. I didn't call everybody a rapist before I learned that I was bred without my permission, or before people are trying to put that in my head as some kind of mental health, like toxic mental health poison.
I'm just not being. Hey, you got that?
Did I not text you?
I don't know. I don't. I'm not sure.
Matthew will. Oh yeah, I see it.
He
Yeah,
thinks
just
you're
text
the
me your
boss.
name. Well, I'm just not being
So here Katie and
fighting.
David are moving in, and Adrian are moving out.
Well, they're living in.
And so the one who's talking now is our next door neighbor from that side, Heather Tucker.
They're living in the garage apartment.
Hey.
They're building a house.
Hey.
Why are you taking my picture?
No, just
You can tell.
it's like,
You
So you can see why. That's why, Heather.
apartment.
Hey.
They're building a.
Say hello to everybody. I don't like it should just be like, oh hey. Like even if the entire world is watching. Hey. You know what I mean? But hey, they're the neighbors that got me into soccer. Well, I mean I was into soccer, but they like helped me like foster um my like soccer. They were Dynamo season ticket holders, like the Tuckers, Heather and Coleman, and Coleman's a lawyer too, and Heather works doing what is that type of I forget the name of the maybe I don't know what she's doing. I forget the name of the thing. It's like mapping stuff or something. I just can't think of it right now. I think that's what it is, but I also think she's like kind of winding that down. But they were Dynamo season ticket holders for a long time, and they took me to a lot of games. I could just go to games with them, and they got me like into the Dynamo a lot. But they stopped going to watch the Dynamo. First of all, everybody likes winners, and the Dynamo stopped being winners around like I don't know 3 years into their thing. But no, they didn't stop being winners. They're like it was several years after that, maybe a few years into the thing, they stopped getting season tickets. But it was, you know, people who were excited for the Dynamo like that went away because it was really obvious that they aren't what people actually thought. It's just some like fake corporate thing that lords itself over. Like MLS is just like phony things that don't represent the cities that they're in. If I have authority, I would either completely overhaul it or have something new. Don Garber, you're a piece of shit for like upholding this evil fucking like bullshit corporate structure. And Apple, you too. This is why Apple is calling me Neo, because like they bought the rights to the MLS or whatever in order to like contend or whatever, and it's just like y'all are all going down in flames. But all right.
A house.
hey.
Why are you taking my picture?
No, just
You can tell.
it's like,
you can
I'm just
tell
doing the
Coleman that we got another
the whole
lawsuit.
situation.
I already called
Coleman,
the
but
constable.
Coleman likes chickens.
Well, I don't want those chickens running around this neighborhood.
I
Notice how like she's also trying to be a peacemaker.
think one of her thoughts on it, and I kind of agree, is that it probably denigrates the value of the the look of the neighborhood kind of values
those
it.
chickens
And
pooping.
Notice how I'm like being reasonable. Like I can understand my mom like wants her investment to be guarded and like she hasn't paid off the house and she's like worried about dying and this, that, and the other. How about you just fucking listen to some reason for a moment? Or how about this? Take some time out of your day and engage that if you worked with me to actually like hold the people that are stealing from me accountable, I would pay you better than any of your clients have ever paid you. I would retire you and make sure that you're well taken care of. She didn't care about that. She didn't believe it's possible because she doesn't believe in me. She doesn't care. She doesn't believe in Jesus. She doesn't believe in Yahweh. She doesn't even believe in Matthew. She doesn't believe in Yoda, and she named me. Like, Jesus, woman, you don't even believe in yourself.
Around. The law says that those chickens need to be in a cage. They need to clean that cage every day. They need to put different things in. That's what the law says.
I don't know. I know Coleman wants chickens. He wanted chickens and he didn't.
Well, he can have chickens, but he can't let them run around the neighborhood. How ridiculous.
I do think, I think it's a bit strange. Like, it is, like, their first week, pretty much, and there's chickens roaming the neighborhood. You know what I mean? Like, it's not... It has happened very quick. And I was trying to tell her to not be
But I think
combative.
it's because they're working on the back right now. That's why.
Yeah, but they should
don't
still create,
care.
like, a
They
temporary
should've-
kind of...
My thought was you could have put them in the garage. They could have put them in the garage. They didn't. So... But do I give a fuck about the chickens? No. I don't care. I'm trying to be the peacemaker. How about this? I was the peacemaker. I am the peacemaker in this situation. I'm even being like, the only way I get peace out of this is indict Cheryl on her evil behavior. But like, otherwise, I'm not getting peace out of this. I'm only getting a piece of bullshit.
They should have put them somewhere else.
Or in the house or something. Like, I mean,
I
it's
don't know, as long
crazy
as they
that
stay
they're
over
going...
there, I'm just like, whatever.
It does seem crazy to me, like...
Well, they're not going to stay over
They're
there.
going-
Heather, they've already gone two houses down.
They've
that
gone
way.
2 houses
They
that
went
way as
down
well.
2 houses that way. I mean, they're not going to stay over there. But that's not the problem. This is not a small rural community. This is a neighborhood where chickens run around the neighborhood is not okay.
I think don't get yourself too upset about it because I think they're going to resolve it. Just take a deep breath. I don't
Yeah.
think it's
I
going to be
already
a
called the
problem.
constable. She already came today, and she's
Notice how worked up I'm getting on something that hasn't been resolved. Like, I want to point this out. She was this worked up over something in one day. Let's go back to Anja and Noah facial recognition match with me from January 1st of 2025. I mean, January 27th of 2025. You know what I mean? Let's go back to Alessandra Ambrosio and Company versus my mental health. And, like, the, like, evidence I have in my phone. Let's go back to, like, sneaky communication where it's obvious that people are using forms of communication, and then you can just be like, Cheryl, and, like, women who, like, want to empower that abusive behavior, and men who do that too, but I'm, like, indicting the women because I have Cheryl as, like, the example. Is she a man? Kind of acting like it, but she's a woman. So, like, she just pretends like, no, that's not happening. And even though she can see it, I think she's just helping whoever raped me. Am I the father of Alessandro Ambrosio's kids? Showing my parents Noah Ambrosio looks like me. I mean, he's literally like a 93% facial recognition match. Alessandra Ambrosio is Laughing Octopus, March 30th and 31st, 2024. Starting my Alessandra and Anja Ambrosio mixes. April 5th, 2025. I didn't finish the number 1 and number 1 of these until the Alessandra Ambrosio mix I finished on September 28th, I think, of last year. And the Anja Ambrosio mix, I think I finished. I don't have to think. See, this is why records is great. Look, I know how to just go back here and look 6 months ago. This is when I finished that. The 17th and 19th, and then this one's the 28th, I think. 27th, whatever. Okay. So, like, am I immediately getting worked up and angry and losing my temper and control? No. And, like, if she was at all reasonable, she would have watched any of those, but she didn't. She hasn't watched any of this, and I've sent it all to her. Every time I would make one of these, I would send these her things. Do I think this one, Alessandra and Andrea Ambrosio, are they a trap or my dogs? Or Andrea Ambrosio is not ugly? Or like, stuff like that. Do I think that that's silly and like not serious or like what? Um I mean, I think like, well, what do I do? I can satire what's going on, but eventually I need some change. I need public acknowledgement that this is happening. Am I just gonna be like abused by like the fucking people that raped me for the rest of my life? I'm not standing for that. I mean, how about this? I'm gonna make my stand like the mighty angel in Revelation 10. Left foot on the land and right foot in the sea. But like, I'm not just gonna sit here and be abused. Look, I played a game and like was the name I played I think I knew where's the one where I named it Alley 2 or whatever, and it was just like I was playing Counter-Strike and fucking like the names of the people in the games are like literally it's like I'm being put into fake servers with a bunch of people that have uh that you know Richard to beater. I gotta be Richard to beater. I got the ice saber. You know what I mean? Like I named the things off of like kind of more obvious or funny names of the people that I was playing with, but like do you get what I mean? Like what do I do? I'm pretty sure one of them the name was just Ale 2. But Stephanie Yostin versus my mental health 1/24/2024. XO Jeff 2. I mean, is it because her family is being abusive rapists and like I'm the least in the family and so they don't want to acknowledge that I'm Yahweh or something? Okay, well, too bad. Is Rayfield's family doing that and that's why Ron is acting all defensive and whatever? I don't know, but you guys none of you seem like my family. You seem like random strangers that have trapped me in a box and are abusing me pretending to be my family. And all you'd have to do is engage me with your words. But you're just fucking like evil and like this Ale too. You're just evil and like I guess people just want to see me in as much pain as possible because they don't like me and I think I put a lot of people in pain because I'm saying we should go to a better reality and they don't want to go. So I'm just like, well, what do I do? Look, Stephanie Yostin is Matt with two A's. I just thought that was funny. Uh, but also you see the Egyptian thing, and then right Stephanie Yostin here. You see between the two people, and then you see the banana between the two lions, and it's like I'm telling a little story. The banana between the two jaguars. I mean, I say what you will about me being crazy, but I'm an artist and I can tell a narrative, huh? I'll just pick a
Yo, it's
random
7:50.
a random one of these.
8:55 p.m. here on the 13th of May.
So when I say the thing about the leg thing, I mean, clearly there's a pattern of me stretching my right side or doing something on my right side. You see lightning. YouTube knows it, don't you? Yeah, it knows it. I mean, it would be impossible to ignore this at this point, huh? Anybody that would be paying any attention. Look, I go into tree stand. I even have the legend describing like what's going on here. When I exert on, flex my right leg, or stretch it, whatever. A stretch is like me like kind of exerting on is what I would say. But look, I bring up Alessandra Ambrosio a lot. She's very attractive. So looking at, and then so there's lightning and stuff. This is how you flirt when you have superpowers. Hilarious.
I think she's very attractive. So looking at her, she's easy to look at. Hey, there you go. This is how you flirt when you have superpowers.
I guess I don't need to flirt with someone who raped me.
I mean, that was super bright, and I just went into like tree stand.
On my right leg.
I mean, that was super bright, and I just went into like tree stand and really got deep into the.
I could go through. Let me just finish this.
They weren't home, and she's coming tomorrow. And I've already.
And for whatever that's like, what the fuck if you just came in on that? Here. If you watch the whole context of the video, I literally do a flex, and it's like, it's obvious also. Wow, that's cool. How are you doing that? Asked by Shaolin Monk. I believe in Yahweh, not Shaolin Kung Fu. How about this? But I know Yahweh. Goku. Alright, hmm. How about this? Do I have the power? Do I have superpowers? I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh all of the police that have been abusing me, and all police officers everywhere, unless they immediately fix this, get the worst, most burning form of cancer and die into eternal burning torture for attacking and abusing me for Satan. And particularly those two rapist police officers who pulled guns on me in my childhood room for Satan. I'm manifesting that before they're thrown into the second death burning lake, that everything is taken from them in the most extremely powerful and humiliating way, and that their lives are destroyed, and that everything that they ever loved dies in the worst fucking way ever. That doesn't make my heart feel good that I'm like stressed out that much to act like that. But fuck you for pulling guns on me for Satan in my childhood room. I don't feel safe in here. Like I don't feel like there's nowhere that I feel good on like at this point. My grandma's house is gone. People made a point to like gentrify that on purpose because they want to get rid of me. Because like this society is just a bunch of like the United States of America is literally the Epstein shit. Donald Trump's just a fucking rapist and an evil, ugly, old, abusive man. Even if he's not the Beast Emperor, he's a piece of shit. And he's leading like young Americans to their death over bullshit. With whatever's going on in Iran or whatever, which we can't even see, and there's like media blackout. And because he has a beast throne and it has the power of the American government until that's taken and he's melted into burning eternal torture, like, he's just gonna be able to abuse humanity with his rape beast throne. And that's what the presidency is at this point. You're just rapist beasts. Okay, hold on. Most recent storm. The 3 days before they pulled guns on me in this room right here and pointed to right here behind the bed, you can't see it. There was an Egyptian blade, like knife. Can I defend myself in my own room? But they're the police. They're in my room pulling guns on me for lies that I think my phone suggested they knew his lies, but they followed orders like Nazis. I'm commanding that the people that they love most get the worst diseases and they have to watch them die into second death, eternal burning torture as they die into second death, eternal burning torture, and the most humiliating, worst thing that could ever happen to them happens to them. And that they are no longer police and that the police hate them for what they've done. I would have been willing to give police a second chance. The two fucking rapist police officers that pulled guns on me, how about this? I don't know if they're rapists, but they're evil beasts and abusers. They deserve like the worst thing to happen. They deserve to be kicked off the force. They deserve to be thrown in lava. They deserve for everybody that they love to die the worst death ever. And I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh that it happens and that this all ends and it's the worst thing. It's so scary and that they all die and that you all die. I hate you all for this. All right, here, little stretch. Okay, that was instantaneous. All right, here, little stretch. I mean, I'm not. It really did scare me how that was like. You can even hear it sounds different on the camera. Well, I guess it was being recorded off the laptop, but I mean, it was scary loud and like scary. First of all, instantaneous. Like it was literally as the stretch happened, like started in my leg. Like I'm saying, it was like it was like as soon as the contact happened, boom. All right, here, little stretch. All right, here, little stretch. I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh that the court decides that Trump is causing too much destruction and chaos and problems for the United States of America, and he's immediately stripped of his legal authority and killed and then thrown into a second death burning lake and tortured for all eternity for having like used the American legal system to abuse me, and I'm pretty sure they didn't want me speaking on what was happening, which is why it was allowed to continue that I was thrown in the fucking mental health when people are watching. I'm pretty sure the military is watching, and you chose to continue to abuse me for fucking rapists and like just obviously evil people. So I'm commanding in the name of Yahweh. This ends in the superlatively most powerful, humiliating, terrifying, worst fucking way possible. It's literally the end of the Bible. The events of Revelation, like literally the seals break, all of the seals break, and it's the end of the world. And like all my enemies face the most extreme retribution they possibly can. I'm commanding that all in the name of Yahweh, and I'm commanding that it happens immediately, now, today.
You know, I mean, I'm sorry. It's just so ridiculous.
Well,
You move into a new neighborhood and you let your fucking chickens run
don't
around.
get too upset about it because they're
sorry.
going to get
Welcome
resolved.
to my reality all the
It's
time.
going to get
and-
resolved. Okay.
Notice how I say that and I'm like laughing it off, but like it's not funny. It's not funny. I need someone to tell her like you need like I can't take her car keys away from her. I couldn't even if she's driving whatever, even if she's too old. I can't like I literally don't have the authority in this household. I'll just be forced into homelessness. And like she's competent enough to lie to people, to pretend that she's competent enough that she's not doing shit like this, but I mean reasonably this is unacceptable. Me being thrown in mental health lockup. Look, again, this is a situation where I'm the reasonable one. Obviously, this is the norm. This is the norm. If I'm not like this was like before all the extreme stuff was happening. Notice that almost exactly what only several months later is when like literally I went online like streaming every day, and I did it to protect myself because people are lying so much around me. And I was so stressed out, I kept saying something is gonna like I'm gonna strike this place with an earthquake, I'm gonna fucking destroy the world or whatever. An 8.8 magnitude third strongest earthquake of all time, tied for third strongest earthquake of all time, happened almost immediately after I went live and started saying that. It happened July 29th in Kamchatka, Russia. July 29th, 2025. Okay? Now, this year, and that's a day after Joel's birthday, what the fuck did you do, Joel? What kind of evil, rapey bullshit are the people, like, again, Rice University. At some point, this is going to have to be engaged. You need to get control of, whose man's is this? Whose man's is Joel Macaluso? He ain't mine. Who the fuck are you that you lie to the police? You keep this evil, rapey bullshit going? I suggest Rice take his degree from him and publicly denounce him. And the only way, Joel, the only way you prove you haven't participated, you prove you were lied to by whatever the fuck lied to, like, did this, you immediately speak to Cheryl. You say you're sorry to me, you make it right. You work for me now. That's how you make this right. Otherwise, who the fuck's man's is this that he's lying and fucking doing this? What the fuck is Rice University doing? Who are you giving degrees to? Even at this point, Emilio, you're not my man's anymore. Whose man's is that? I asked Emilio for help. He won't speak for me. Are you speaking for me? Now, immediately, you call Cheryl and you tell her what's happening. Are you participating? You're done. It's over, and people are being thrown in burning lake over this. The whole thing where, like, especially, like, Alessandra Ambrosio and Mary Brown. I mean, Alessandra Ambrosio went to Holbox, and then Emilio Longoria and Mary Brown went to Holbox, like, a short time later, or, like, made a point, or, I don't know. It was as I'm going through the thing, and like I know that Alessandra had just been to whole box, and then I think I like, and that's HO. This whatever this resort is that's on the other side of the Yucatan that I made a point like literally about the Yucatan earlier, but you know what I mean? Is this where the Namor is? Punta Mosquito. Something's making a point about like whatever the thing is that's causing the freezing malaria feeling on Rayfield is like not actually a mosquito. It's it's like whatever this spiritual attack is, and it's just like, well, that's what the doctors are gonna say it's malaria. But again, I'm not gonna have the symptoms of malaria exactly like Rayfield right before he does. Tell him about it, and then he gets it, and it just be malaria. I don't think it's malaria. I think it's some kind of spiritual attack. Um, this is where this is. This is exactly. At some point along this part of the thing is literally where Talocon is in the Marvel thing. Is that the beast from the abyss? Is that they're doing rapist bullshit over there? Blah 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 blah. Whatever the fuck is going on, I'm commanding this ends in the most superlative, terrifying, powerful, end of the world fashion. And that like whatever's abusing me, you get melted into a burning lake. To the Mexicans, why don't they just throw your ass in Popo? And El Popo Catepetl, you know? Shit, I'll, like, when they're throwing your ass in it, I'll set it off. I'll, like, literally set the volcano off. If I know that y'all are doing it, I'll put all my, and just be like, energy blast. They like the Goku stuff over there, but, I mean, it's just the reality that I can do it. And, like, if we're at the point where they're throwing people in a volcano over it, well, in it, what is it, Don Goyo? So Don Goyo. Okay.
It's lawyers, because Coleman reacts the same way for whatever he doesn't like.
Because lawyers are fucking snakes. They're taught to be fucking snakes. Like, I'm not a snake. I know the snake power. The power of a snaky diviner, enchanter, wizard. Yeah, that's what the Bible calls it. What do you mean? Was I just thrown in, like, they literally detained my body. I have superpowers. They detained my body on lies from an old woman who's, like, losing her fucking mind about chickens. And, like, I like, literally just showed superpowers on camera. 3.5 days before that? Sounds like some kind of snaky diviner enchanter power to me. Doesn't it? Why? Because the Bible says I'm supposed to listen to civil authority. Why? Eventually the civil authority, just like Rome fell into the Christian influence, America fall, like, I'm 48. I'm, like, if I have to, like, like, literally cause a mass cataclysm event that forces, like, recognition, I'm 48. You get it? I'm the 48th president. Does Mount St. Helens have to go off again? Mount Rainier? My phone specifically said something about Mount Rainier. I think a lot of the volcanoes are showing, like, signs of activity, too. And again, all of it goes off the 7th plague, 7th seal, 7th trumpet, whatever. You know, it's the 7th church thing. The 6th church is the earthquake at, in Jerusalem that kills 7,000 people, or in the great city that kills 7,000 people. I'm pretty sure it's Jerusalem. That's where Jesus was crucified. What is it, Talocon or whatever? That's the great... I'm pretty sure it's Jerusalem. It's because people are pretending to be Jewish. They're carrying on a war in the name of Israel, America against Iran. Whatever the fuck is going on, it's bullshit. They ain't doing it for me, and I'm Yahweh. Who are these people claiming to be Jews. They ain't doing it for me, and I'm Yahweh. So again, they're doing it for Don. Yeah, a bad Don. That's why his name is a bad Don. Bad. You're a bad Don. That's a bad doggy. You get it? A bad Don. Oh, Don Goyo? No, not that. Like, I like the volcano. I don't like Donald Trump. I like El Popo. El Popocatépetl. El Popocatépetl. But, okay.
Kundo did the fence thing. Oh my God! I
Well,
thought
you tell him we got another lawsuit. These chickens either go away in the backyard where they belong, and that
Coleman
is.
likes chickens though, so I can tell you he's not going to be in that
Well,
lawsuit.
you all can't have chickens without them being in the backyard in the coop.
Well, we don't have any chickens. but
And this is what I'm saying. Do you really think like this chicken thing is going to be the reason that they moved? Those are your new neighbors. So like this is the start of your time with them living here.
Let me tell you
just
this
have
again.
some
You heard
patience
me.
with them.
She
Exactly.
doesn't care. She's an 8-year-old woman who thinks she's gonna die at any moment. Like, she does not care. I realize that now.
I
Exactly.
don't care.
I'm only 30.
Care.
I'm only 30, so I don't have as much experience, but I can tell you it's probably wise not to immediately put yourself in a bad
Well, I
spot
just love
with
for
your new
him to come over
neighbors.
here and tell us all sorts of excuses why these damn chickens.
Is this why I get to be the Ancient of Days? Just because of my, like, I've shown that I can be rational-minded when it's like, I mean, you're putting me in a situation like, what the fuck do I do? And it's like so absurd. Like, you bred me as a minor. Like, again, the suggestion is the reason they're not, like, Anja's not, or Anja and Noah aren't, like, engaging or whatever, is like, for whatever weird bullshit Anja wants to do with me, or like wants me to do with her, or wants me to want. Hey, honey, I don't want to go through this, even if you're my daughter. How about this? If you're my dog. If you're my dog, even if you're my biological dog, just get the fuck over here and, like, whatever. But, like, I don't want to go through bullshit where I'm like, oh, but he's fake dad, because blah, 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 blah. So, like, it's trying to suggest that because she wants, like, an incestuous relationship with me or some bullshit like that, that, like, that's why they're not acknowledging me as dad or something. If that's not the case, like, am I not your dad? I don't even know. Or maybe I'm just not her dad. But, like, you know, whether we have, like, how about this? I'll have a weird relationship with you as my dog, because, like, we'll never have a normal relationship. Ever. And, like, ostensibly, I didn't raise you. I don't, like, I raised you from afar, I think, because it looks like we're literally connected in the head, and, like, there's been enough instances where, like, I do have, like, whatever the thing is, and it's like, did she just fucking immediately respond? But, like, I'm not worried about having a weird relationship with my dog. Like, Anja's my dog at this point. I don't really think of her as... like, I think of her as my kid, but you're my dog, and maybe my cat, but... whatever, I'll be a weirdo with you. Can we just end this fucking reality? Are you Jezebel? Like, I'm trying to figure this out, man. Like, I'm willing to have, like, some kind of weird relationship with you if we could just end this and I don't have to be abused anymore. But, like, it physically hurts too much to keep going through this. And, like, reasonably, I just, like... I thought she was I think Alessandra Ambrosio is, like, one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen. And then, like... Andra, like, looked like she's suggesting her and Andra looked like they were suggesting, like, look, we can help you with whatever issue you're, like, the virginity thing. If you just fucking wait until, like, she's 18 or whatever of legal age. That looked like what was being suggested the first time. I've talked about this on camera before. I'm willing to say this, mostly because, like, my life has already been fucked over so much. And, like, reasonably, in other places... like, if I needed to fix this problem with, like, the virginity thing and blah, 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 there's like bride prices. Or even just like people sell virginity these days or whatever. Like if that was all I was looking for. I generally and genuinely like Anja as an idea. Anja. I love Anja as an idea. I love that she's like wanting to be my dog or my cat or whatever, and that she wants to have fun and play around with me, and reasonably maybe she wants to play video games or something. I don't know. This is kind of a game in and of itself, but I'm tired of this thing where like, yeah, I don't care if you see me having a weird relationship with this kid that got bred out of me without my permission. Like, I'm literally trying to satire it so it doesn't have power anymore, because whatever the fuck it is, I feel like is connected to the right hand, like, strike on my thigh. But, like, I don't want to just, like, I don't want to go through this just because, like, just to, like, have this thing where, like, oh, you're not actually my dad, wink, wink. It's like, can we not do that? Like, if I'm Yahweh in the kingdom of heaven, I don't know if there's even a problem with it in that capacity. Like, if nobody dies anymore and this is what this reality is, they literally, like, I'm, like, living in a laboratory where people bred me. Like, look, I bought this chair, this secret lab chair, not with the intention of using it as, like, the thing where I'm saying lab thing. But then I'm like, it looks like I just am in a laboratory and people are testing on me and I don't have control on it until I can put my foot down. And, like, you know, I'm down to have a weird relationship on jaw with on jaw. But, like, am I your dad? Oh, I'm not your dad? Okay, then bring your butt. But, like, I need this shit to end. And mostly it's like, if she's my dog, she'll be loyal and she'll, like, clearly she sees what's going on. The whole thing when I was like, is Andre Ambrosio my dog? And then immediately these are the pictures that she posts, like the dog pictures. It's like, well, clearly she's playing with me. I like playing with Anja. Anja, I love playing with you. But this isn't, it's not playing. Whatever's going on with Cheryl isn't playing. It's like hurting me for bad reasons. And I don't like being abused. If you're into being abused, I'll abuse you. With your permission. You know what I mean? But like, I'm not into being abused. I don't like being abused. I'm demanding that it stops, and it's not, which is why it's like rape, especially when I've been bred without my permission, and there's this heavy, it's heavy to be bred without your permission situation going on very publicly that people are pretending is not happening. And, like, I'm pretty sure, is this the Epstein Island bullshit? Like, were you raped by Jeffrey Epstein or something? Or is that, like, Jeffrey Bezos? Or how about this? Jeffrey Stone is like my family, a bunch of Satanists. Throw them in lava. I want this shit to end. You're evil for this. I need a better reality, and everybody does. Is this why they're scared about the lava thing? Good. You should be scared. Raping me was the end of the world.
Are running
I know,
around
but
all
some
day.
of it is just you gotta say like,
Yeah,
hey,
just
look,
have
in
some
the
patience.
meantime,
If they don't
yeah,
resolve it, then you know you've got
exactly.
the law on your side. But just
exactly.
give them a chance.
You can't
Just take a breath.
like
and
you
let
don't
it.
respond well to
Why
things.
can't they
You
keep
react
him in
really
the
Well, I
emotionally.
know Coleman does the same.
You get, like, the reason I'm acting it physically is hurting me. A lot of the times you're seeing me respond the way that I am is whatever the thing is, like, it can hide the fact that it's like adding extra pressure and adding extra flame to whatever it is and burning me internally, and then it can hide that it's happening. And I'm like, I at least need fixes on these things, and there's nothing. Nothing's fixing this. Nothing's engaging this.
Thing.
Why
Why
can't they keep him in the backyard?
He said he's got some reasons. So
He's got some excuses, some stupid excuses.
I don't.
Yeah, Cheryl, you got a bunch of stupid fucking excuses why you won't just listen to what I've said, and, like, there's enough reason behind it. If your family has attacked me in a really fucked up way, like, I'm not standing for that, and I'm not just gonna sit here and be abused for all eternity. Like, let me indict this situation, let me, like, call out what I see, but I hate this. If it's not going on, speak up immediately. Everybody, loudly, as loud as you can, speak with words. I'm tired of this. I don't want to be abused like this. I don't like this. I want this to end immediately. In the name of Yahweh, I'm commanding it.
Disagree. I can't see a reason why you can't create a temporary, just like literal, put wood boards in a square and keep them
They have a
pinned
gate.
up.
They have two gates. They have that gate.
I understand that.
And they
I
have
understand
the
that.
front gate.
I
and
understand
they
that.
can close those chickens
They could also
in the
put them
backyard.
in the house. I mean, like, it's odd to have 12 chickens.
I don't know.
At the
as
same
long
time,
as they stay over there,
yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's like, it's
that's
not
what.
my
Well, I'm
problem.
sorry, Coleman. I mean, Heather, that you've had to put up with this. But as I said, just tell Coleman that we got a lawsuit. They're either going to put those chickens where they belong and
This
keep them
isn't.
caged.
I'll say this. This isn't the first moment they've been talking about this. Like this
About the
was
chickens?
as soon as they saw the chickens, they were off. So I'm just telling you, like,
You know,
they're
they
not
could-
going to drop the chicken
chickens
thing.
They got 12
Okay,
chickens.
yeah, I
They
understand,
could
but you aren't
stink.
reacting well. You
So do you see how she cares more about fucking chickens than like me being raped and like bred without my permission? Is it because your family's abusing my children? Fuck you, I hate this.
Okay.
Well, I'm
Alright.
staying out of it because I don't see them in my yard.
well, you're
With the fence,
the needs to not be so unreasonable to be like for no
and he brought those flowers, and he's got some. I mean,
wants chickens
that-
though.
he can have chickens. They just need to
There's
be in the
one there.
backyard.
But
We're gonna by the way, we're gonna redo our garage, and we're gonna put a little tiny house, not a tiny house, but like a garage apartment, but it's gonna be one level back there, so it's gonna be noisy. I don't know when it's gonna happen.
Alright, anyway, I just like. Now, that with here, we're at. This is 2 weeks ago. When I put the fucking Stephanie Yostin mix together, the expectation is that at a certain point there's enough evidence where it's like you're just gonna like whatever's trying to lock me up and lie and whatever, it's like you've lost. You don't get to abuse people like this, and you've made yourselves into literal eternal hypocrites. At the time when Yahweh is proving through me, you could live forever. So even if you live forever, eternal shame. Whatever trick people like satanically into thinking you just die, don't listen to Satan. But we're going into the reality where everybody who actually wants to live forever and who has a brain, call on Yahweh, you could live forever. Okay, well, everlasting shame and disgrace for the people who've done this to me, even if you live forever and aren't melted into the second death burning lake. Actually. I hate you, and I hate this reality. Now, I'm also going to say this. To Anja and Noah, you didn't have, like, a choice in being born, I don't believe. I do believe there's some weird Matrixy bullshit where there's, like, a Babylon baby Matrix head that's trying to, like, literally the unborn whatever is, like, you know, the way this works outside in, like, spiritual reality is fucking crazy. Particularly with me knocked out of my like whatever Daniel 7 thing is where I gotta like get back control by stripping some beast emperor of his power publicly. But like, you know, I could believe that Donald Trump raped any one of these people and is like did what? Did he rape Andrea Ambrosio? That's why it's such a heavy thing. That's why he's the emperor of the abyss. Okay. Publicly melt him in burning flame. In this all, like, we're done. You're a bunch of, like, turning America into a rape machine, rape empire that can't even beat Iran. Is that not enough to, like, melt Donald Trump in lava yet? Preferably while he's still alive, so that it's as terrible as possible. Jesus, I can pray in your name, Yahweh. Your name is Yah, Yod He Wow He. I believe you are the God of gods. I'm asking in your name that you melt Donald Trump in burning flame lava or whatever the Daniel 7 thing is where he's the beast emperor and he needs to have his ass melted in a burning lake and tortured for all eternity for being a rapist piece of shit and a bad leader and a bad person and just a worthless individual. I pray this in the name of Jesus to Yahweh and in the name of Yahweh to Jesus, and I need this, please. In the name of Jesus, amen. Please melt Donald Trump in lava. Amen. Alright, let's see what I was all amped up about, huh?
You did some, it like, they've allowed Houston to be run by a bunch of corporate fucking oil rape giants.
Is this why they threw me in the fucking thing? You know what I mean? In the mental health thing? Because, like, it's a lot of money coming into Houston upholding fake realities. A lot of oil money. Shell is literally a shell corporation. Do you get it? I'm not that stupid.
Death Stranding rape babies with this idiot? Is that what it is? I mean, literally, the thing is starting. I'm furious. You're, like, trying to test on me, and literally the world's about to fucking end. You're trying to do this stupid Death Stranding rape baby bullshit. When this earthquake hits, you're all gonna die. You understand that, right? You understand why this is gonna happen like this, right?
Also, if I wasn't making such a show about it, the people harassing me through Channel 13 wouldn't have been so brazen. Like, you gotta be the dumbest fucking people of all time, actually, to keep doing this, and, like, it's literally like the thing from the Book of Wisdom 1 and 2, where it's like they made a death pact or whatever, and they're, like, gonna examine whether my way versus their way, but it's just like, yeah, you wake up into eternal shame, because following wisdom, you don't get the infinitely good party. You get burning eternal torture. And I do get the infinitely good party, and, like, even if Stephanie Yostin and Andre Ambrosio and Alessandra Ambrosio are, like, females that are attacking me or evil or against me, whatever, I get better females. It's just the reality that if I'm Yahweh, I don't have to worry. Okay, I'm Yahweh. I'm not really worrying as much as I am in pain. It's hurting me that you're doing this. Stop it.
This earthquake hits, you're all gonna die. You understand that, right?
And I'm explicitly talking to certain, like, people that are participating as this is happening. Do I think everyone's gonna die? No. No, I don't. Literally, I can tell you at least 200 million people don't die. At least multitudes surrounding the throne, which is probably a larger number than 200 million, but don't die.
You understand why this is gonna happen like this, right?
And so as I'm asking these questions, right, look at what the camera does. Look at what they specifically... You understand why, right?
You just I mean, here's the thing.
You understand why, right? And then what? It only took like 30 seconds later. Hold on.
Them. Your evil behavior. You understand? You're evil. This is the worst fucking, most stupid evil behavior. You understand how many people have died innocently because you're doing this stupid fucking testing on me instead of going...
Like, actually, do you understand how much fucking, like, chaos and destruction has been wrought by this stupid fucking test? Whoever's done this test, you're dead into eternal burning torture instead of going to heaven. You wanted to test God instead of accepting the good things of God.
Going to heaven? Revelation 18:24 would say all of them.
And notice, you can hear the sound of what they're doing next door, which, like, woke me up. And I've asked Cheryl, stop, like, I need time, I need space. You're not remodeling the bathroom for me. It's my bathroom. You literally won't listen to me. I picked a vanity. She didn't give a fuck. She told me to pick a vanity and she dicked me around on it. Why? I think because I think she's an evil, abusive old woman, and like something's trying to tell her to get content from me, and so they're trying to harass me as heavily as possible, and I'm just willing to take the hit and indict everything to its face, and then when this earthquake happens, you're literally the dumbest fucking people of all time for doing this instead of going to heaven.
You fucking assholes. Rape lab experiment in 2020. Let's see if this rape lab experiment in 2026 America, where a bunch of evil fucking rapists won't back off. Let's test this in 2026. Oh, it looks like the volcano's kicking up. Immediately.
When I said that, that's what they reacted to.
Doesn't it? You fucking rapists. I mean, here's the thing. If that's what they're doing, they're getting thrown in. And the fact that they're pointing at Shell, it's because you did they've allowed...
It's the Dutch thing and the shell. I'm just like, I'm clearly worked up because it's like, literally, this is my safe space. Either Cheryl is purposefully getting them to do this to like disturb me, or like something is like attacking our family and is like pretending that it's not doing this, and Diego and Ponce are participating. If that's the case, y'all should be thrown in lava. I'm commanding it in the name of Yahweh that if they're participating in the attack, they're executed by lava. If they're not, you should speak up about it immediately. I don't like being attacked and harassed like this, and the fact that you're silent on it and you know what's going on is unacceptable. There's no, like, you can't get out of this. And, like, next time I see them... Oh, here's the truth. Next time I see them, I'm not gonna, like, bring this up like that because I genuinely, like... I need to get this shit, whatever, all sorted out before going through, like, whatever. But it's unacceptable behavior to be, like... At this point, when I'm saying, like, I need help and literally nobody's listening, and by help, I just need the basic, like, hey... this is my safe space. Something is trying to fuck with me and keep me hurt in my own room and keep me whatever. You know what I mean? And, like, what do I do? What do I do? I have no place to go. I'm literally at threat of being homeless. I'm pretty sure they make me homeless immediately. The world is my... the world is my home and I get superpowers. Because I don't think Yahweh's that unfair. But... I don't think I need to be homeless to have superpower. Like, I clearly got some, but I don't think I need to be homeless to, like, have the power of Yahweh. It's not like I'm really welcome here in the same way that I should be. I mean, this should be my house. Like, something's trying to violate me out of my house, so I guess it can take my inheritance. Is that Israel? Something could take Israel from me? Yeah, something's already doing that. A bunch of fake Jews. You don't like me saying that they're fake Jews? They don't meet the qualification for being real Jews. I know what that is. You can lie all you want. At this point, the computer knows what that is. I'm not just saying there's like some Hitler Nazi bullshit that I want to do. But like a bunch of people being fake Jews using the American like military to violate all sorts of people and their humanity is really fucking stupid and worthless, and you should feel bad about it. And when the earthquake kills 7,000 people in Jerusalem, it's the end of the Bible. How about this? It's the end of the book of Daniel, because y'all are, like, gonna have to acknowledge Yahweh after that one, huh? Yeah. So, like, you know? I'll file a grievance against Cheryl here soon. I'm just like, I gotta get more stuff up. I gotta get more stuff up and I gotta do stuff, but one of the things I think that's like done this is like people, it really is, it's only going to get more obvious and more problematic for people, and so they're using like human things to make problems for me in ways that no human would ever accept. Most people scream about police brutality. Nobody gave a fuck that they pulled guns on me in my childhood room. Why? Because I'm screaming that people are going to be thrown in lava for abusing me. Well, is it happening? Are people like attacking and harassing and abusing me? Based on a rational like breakdown of what's happening, something is happening, and that's why I'm demanding some form of answer.